today. Each day of the week, you get a different inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The sub of the day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincolnton.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincolnton. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincolnton can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincolnton. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the...
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boulder City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
We make a joyful noise cheering our favorite high school football teams on Friday nights and our favorite college teams on Saturday. Family of Faith at Ryan Heights United Methodist Church would like to invite you to come and make a joyful noise for the Lord on Sundays. Sunday school is at 10 and worship is at 11. Ryan Heights United Methodist Church is in Lincolnton on Madison Street, just up from Betty Ross Park. Come make a joyful noise with us.
'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. There was thunder.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look. CKDKDS run. Oh, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail.
When Auto Owners Insurance was founded in 1916, the world was quite different. Yet with all that's changed, our commitment to be there when you need us most hasn't. By teaming up with independent agents, we've made a difference for generations of customers and will for generations to come. And by making a difference every day, 100 years seem to go by in a flash.
Your local Auto Owners Insurance Agency is Mooney Insurance Agency, located at 528 East Main Street in Maiden. Call 828-428-8231.
'Cause I saddle up my horse.
Celebrating 50 years. It's the Glen Oaks Golf Club. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over those years, and oh yeah, how many double bogeys too. Whether it's a birdie, par, or bogey, you'll love the Glen Oaks Golf Club. It's open to everyone. Visit the beautiful pro shop with drive-in range, snack bar, banquet facility, bar, picnic, shelter, and swimming pool. Great for group outings. Reserve your tee time by calling 828-428-2451 or visit the website at glenoaksgolf.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent Auto Owners Insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local Auto Owners Insurance Agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Start your morning with a rich, smooth, and freshly brewed McCafe coffee. And now, get any size for just $1 at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price of participation may vary. A la carte.
When you need a ride, Specialized Transport has exactly what you're looking for. Serving Gaston, Lincoln, Catawba, Burke, Caldwell, and Cleveland counties, Specialized Transport has your area covered. Ambulatory, wheelchair, and geriatric chair transport. Handicap transportation services and non-medical transport services are available as well. When you need a ride, call Dean Hastings at 704-735-5676. Specialized Transport will get you where you need to be. 704-735-5676.
Shuttle service to the Charlotte Airport is now available from Specialized Transport.
'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city.
It's time to get ready for Christmas at Al Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. Come in now and see the new Can-Am DS70, the Can-Am DS90, and the new Can-Am DSX90, all ready to ride. Also, check out the new Kimco 270. And Al Lane Motorsports is golf carts, totally street legal and ready to roll with a 2-year warranty, starting at $56.99. Fun for the entire family starts at Al Lane Motorsports, Highway 27, east of Lincoln.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
Community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vale. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
'Cause I saddle up my...
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Ronaldo Automall broadcast of high school basketball on WLON 1050 AM. Tonight we're here at East Lincoln High School as you're currently listening to the Carolina Trust Bank Stadium pregame show. And Tim, we got ourselves a very close girls game going on right now as East only leads by 2 heading into the final period.
Yes, it's 45-43. The home team, East Lincoln Mustangs, are on top of the varsity girls here of the North Lincoln High School Knights. And tonight it's all been about Miss Destiny Johnson. Evan, she scored her 2,000 points, and she is the second person in Lincoln County to do that.
Yeah, first girl ever in Lincoln County history to accomplish that feat. First one was last year in Sage Surratt, so we've had 2 in 2 years. Quite an amazing feat. And for Destiny to do that, she started all 4 years, so usually that's, if you're going to get to 1,000, that'll help you out if you get to 1,000. But I mean, even 2,000, you're basically going to have to play all 4 years in every game, and that's what Destiny's done. But right now, they're in a barn burner against North Lincoln. It's gone back and forth throughout this whole game. I don't think the lead's even gotten across 6 or 7. That's about as much as it has as East Lincoln has the ball. Roney has it. The top of the key gives it up to Destiny Johnson. Now back to Roney. Roney traveled with it, and East Lincoln's in a tough situation here.
That's a big mistake right there for the Knights, because actually the East Lincoln Mustangs and Knights are going to be bringing the basketball down the court here. So
yeah, Hollywood finds a hole. She loses control of the ball. Now the ball's loose. She gets it back. Shot no good. Rebounded by Addie McGinnis. The shot is no good, and then Destiny Johnson will get the ball. And coming up court, she's trying to get past Dylan Ambrose, and she will. The shot is up and good. They'll get a lead up to 4.
It's 47-43, starting of the 8th. Here in the 4th period with about 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 4th period.
Addie McGinnis has it. The ball is tripped and stolen by Destiny Johnson. She gets the ball back. She's going to try to go up court again. She puts the shot up. No good. Rebounded by the freshman Dylan Ambrose. She's now going to go up court on a fast break. This is what this whole second half has been about. As the ball goes inside to Addie McGinnis. She kind of trips. The shot goes in, and it'll count with an and one opportunity. And folks, fouls are a big part of this game as both teams are in the bonus. North is in the double bonus already before the end of that 3rd quarter, where Addie McGinnis missed both free throws as Katie Klein's going to check back in for the Knights. If Addie can make this shot here, she can get the lead with deficit within 1.
Yeah, it's been a tight ball game, like you said, Evan, from the beginning of the game. East Lincoln, they did have a little bit of a lead, but North Lincoln's played really well. They've capitalized on the turnovers.
And the shot is good by Addie McGinnis, making it 47-46 at the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. Destiny Johnson being double teamed by Klein and McGinnis. She gives it up, and now she gets the ball back.
She's going to slow the offense down. Now East Lincoln leading 47-46. Girls basketball action here. As now having the ball is number 22, Cox. She's going to try to go inside. The ball is deflected. She gets it, and fouled on the play is Begley, the captain. I think it was Ambrose that was on the foul, so that's going to be a 2-shot foul. As Teresa Begney now goes to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Can get the lead back up to 3 if she makes both of them at the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. First one off the back iron, a little bit too much on that one.
Yeah, these are big free throws here for the East Lincoln Mustangs. They need to knock down these free throws to take it to a 2-point game here. It's 47-46 with East Lincoln on top in the fourth period with 6 minutes and 42 seconds left.
And a quick release in this one. It rolls all around the rim and does not go in. So both free throws missed. The lead is still only 1 for East Lincoln. Addie McGinnis thought about taking a 3, gives it up to Katie Klein. Now it gets it inside, and the shot is no good by Brianna Avery, rebounded by Begley. She'll give it up to Destiny Johnson, who's going on the fast break. Hollywood trying to get in between her. She gets past Hollywood, and the shot rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Brianna Avery. She's fighting, trying to get it to someone and avoid a jump ball, and she gives it up to Addie McGinnis. McGinnis being guarded by Johnson. Katie Klein sets up a pick. She gets it out, and the shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Begney. Begney gives it up, and Hollywood almost stole the ball from Destiny Johnson, but she ran out of room, and she's out of bounds now.
That's going to be, looks like it's going to be East Lincoln's basketball there.
Yes, it will, as Destiny Johnson inbounds the pass to Roney. And now it's back to Roney after going to Begley. Roney will a collision course between Hollywood and Regney, but no foul calls.
Almost a turnover there.
Yeah, almost a turnover. Close call as Destiny Johnson slowing things down. And she'll get it back to Roney and just swing it over to number 22. Baseline jumper, no good. 32 was fouled.
That's a good offensive rebound. Good block out by number 32 of East Lincoln on number 24 with the foul there for North Lincoln Knights.
Yeah, the foul's going to be on Brianna Avery. As now the foul shots are going up for Amara Giles Robinette. She'll take 2 free throws. East Lincoln's now only 1 away. Actually, it's a 1-and-1. The shot rolls in after hitting the back iron.
48-46 here at East Lincoln High School with the Mustangs. Take a 2-point lead with 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the fourth period.
And second shot no good. Brianna Avery with the rebound, but the ball is stolen, and it's East Lincoln ball. And now timeout called by East Lincoln, and right as that happened, Destiny Johnson was going to get an easy layup. But nonetheless, a timeout called, and we'll take a timeout and be right back here at East Lincoln High School.
Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, we provide quality custom construction and the luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by our Lincoln Sales Center to tour our model homes. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New models now on display. Silver Point Homes, East Main Street, Lincoln. The RVer's most trusted resource for over 50 years. That's Campers Inn. Family owned and operated since 1966. And this area's dealer is Campers Inn in Kings Mountain, Highway 161 South at I-5. Campers Inn is the nation's largest family-operated RV dealership with 16 locations on the East Coast. From motorhomes to travel trailers and more, from the industry's leading manufacturers, plus award-winning RV sales and service. See hundreds of RVs at the best prices at Campers Inn, Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain. Tell them Calvin sent you in to the Campers Inn.
And back here at East Lincoln, the ball is stolen by Hollywood as the inbounds pass comes in for East Lincoln, and she gets a shot up and in. And once again, we have another tie ball game here, 48-all.
Yeah, tie ball game here tonight. East Lincoln Mustang, Destiny Johnson's bringing the basketball up.
She gets it inside, and shot is up, rolls out, no good. She gets her own rebound. Now the ball is loose, and it's going to be East Lincoln ball. I believe it was off of Brooklyn Harris's knee, and it will be Mustang ball.
That's a great breakaway there on that layup there by that young lady for North Lincoln Knights, completing that transition in basket.
Robinette has the ball. She gives it up to Cheryl, but Katie Klein trying to steal it. Coach Lackey cannot believe the foul call there, and now that'll put East Lincoln into double bonus with 5:16 left. Both teams in the double bonus from here on out. Whenever there's a defensive foul call, it's going to be 2 foul shots for both teams.
Yeah, Coach Lackey was really upset on that call there.
Yeah.
And I feel for him because It didn't look like that that was a foul there, Evan.
Yeah, Sarah Roney's going to take 2 foul shots. First one, nothing but net, up and in. That'll give East Lincoln back the lead. Of course, this is Lackey's first year coaching girls basketball here. He's played basketball at West Lincoln High School. He's the first AD in North Lincoln history. Now it's the AD again. And has also been a golf coach. It's the second shot, no good, rolls out. Dylan Ambrose gets the rebound and gives it up to Katie Klein. She'll give it to Hollywood. Now back to Katie Klein, but now back to Ambrose at the top of the key. Ambrose only a freshman. She gets it inside to Adam McGinnis, who gets the shot up and in. And that gives North Lincoln their first lead since the first half.
That's a big basket there. Big basket for the North Lincoln Knights, and also a great defensive effort, too.
And now Destiny Johnson has the ball. She gives it up. The shot is up by Roney, no good, but the rebound goes up, and a foul by Katie Klein.
Yeah, that's going to be 2.
It's going to be 2 shots. That's going to be for Bagley going back to the line. Teresa Begley, I should say. I'm thinking of Marvin Bagley. Both are pretty good basketball players.
I'd like to welcome all our listeners in to WLON, to the Lincoln County High School Game of the Week. It's East Lincoln Mustangs taking on North Lincoln Knights. The boys' game coming up next. I think we went into overtime earlier, didn't we, Evan?
JV girls game went into overtime. I mean, this is why we're starting a little bit later than usual. Both shots go in for Begley. JV girls game went into overtime. JV guys game almost overcame a 20-point deficit. They started out the game down 20-0, didn't score a point in the first quarter, and only lost by about 6. As Brooklyn Harris was getting double teamed, and Lackey wisely takes a timeout. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, and we'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
2018. That's the year for your new Polaris from Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Check out the 2018 Polaris Slingshot, track ready and street legal, and priced at $28,999. And introducing the all-new Polaris Ranger XP1000. It's more rugged, more refined, it's more Ranger. Trade in and trade up at Full Throttle Power Sports. It's 2205-85 at 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Most of us understand that without daily attention to our teeth and regular visits to the dentist, painful dental conditions and tooth loss would result. Your dog and cat need dental care too. Most dogs and cats need a dental cleaning at least once, if not twice yearly. And know that November is dental month at Lincoln Animal Hospital. Now, if you had your teeth cleaned at the dentist and then didn't brush your teeth at home, what kind of shape do you think your teeth and breath would be in? Yuck. See Lincoln Animal Hospital today or call 704-732-0728.
And back here at East Lincoln High School, Hollywood missed a jumper from the baseline, and Destiny Johnson is now at the free throw line shooting 2. As Brianna Avery is going to check back into the game for North Lincoln for Dylan Ambrose, try to get some more veteran experience in the latter half of this game.
Got 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the fourth period, with the East Lincoln holding to a 1-point lead of 51-50. And Miss Destiny Johnson is on the free throw line. She'll be shooting 2 here. She hit her 2,000 point tonight, Evan. Like you said, the first young lady out of Lincoln County ever to do that. The second person behind Say Surratt.
Yes, as she missed her first foul shot, barely got the net. As Brianna Tadlock is checked back in for East Lincoln. Both student sections were jam-packed here at East Lincoln. As she makes the second one, nothing but net makes up for that one. Now 2-point lead for East Lincoln with under 4.5 minutes to go. Addie McGinnis gives up to Brianna Avery at the corner. Now gives up to Katie Klein, who drives in the lane. Shot kind of went loose as a fight for the ball between Destiny Johnson and Brooklyn Harris. Still a fight as Hollywood now gives it up. Brianna Avery almost had a backcourt violation. Addie McGinnis now has it on the left wing. They're trying to switch over, and Addie McGinnis gives it up to Hollywood on the baseline. And she'll put up a layup, no good. Ball is loose. It was last touched by East Lincoln, going to be North Lincoln ball.
Yeah, that's good effort by that young lady there on that basket there. She missed a layup, but I tell you, it looked like, to me, Evan, that she might have been fouled on that layup when she missed it, when the ball came out of her hand.
McGinnis gets it into Avery. She'll bounce it over to Katie Klein, who's going to drive into the lane. The shot rolls in, and it good. And we have a tie ball game yet again between East and North. Destiny Johnson now being guarded by Hollywood. She's going to drive quickly to the lane, get it inside. The shot, no good. Rebounded by Katie Klein.
Got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. The tie ball game, 52-52.
And Hollywood driving in. She's going to put up a shot, fade away, hits the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Shoney. And the lob pass was now stolen by Katie Klein. Too much air on that one. She'll now give it to Brooklyn Harris.
That's another good defensive play by the North Lincoln Knights.
Katie Klein loses control of the ball again, and Destiny Johnson now has it. She's being guarded by two people trying to get another basket. The shot is up, no good. She gets her own rebound, and the shot no good. She's fighting for the ball between her own teammates, and Addie McGinnis now takes it. No, well, yeah, Addie does. And wide open is Katie Klein down low. She gets a shot up, no good, but a foul on the way. And she'll be shooting two to try to give North Lincoln the win.
That'll be a blocking foul on number 3 there for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
That was on Shoney. Now, folks, North Lincoln, this team has only had, they went 2 years winless when they moved up to 3A and 4A. They had about 6 wins coming into this year. In the last 4 years, they've already had 9, trying to get their 10th and biggest win in over 5 years. It's the first shot, just bounces out, no good. Is now checking into the game for East Lincoln.
Well, first-year basketball coach for the varsity girls, Coach Lackey, has done an absolutely sensational job with these young women here.
Kara McLean checks back in for East Lincoln, the captain. Second shot goes in. North takes a 1-point lead. Bagley trying to get it in. She gives it in to Shoney. Now back to Bagley. She'll give it up to Destiny Johnson, who just scored her 2,000th point early in the first quarter. Only the second person in Lincoln County history ever to do that. She'll drive past Katie Klein, kick it out. A shot will go up, and no good. Little short now. Fight for the ball down low. No, they're going to call it a jump ball, and it'll be North Lincoln ball. North Lincoln leads 53-52 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard.
Here's a big possession right here for the North Lincoln Knights, Evan. It's 53-52 with the Knights on top of 1-point lead in the fourth period with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left.
Addie McGinnis will drive into the lane. She'll bounce pass it over to Brianna Avery, who'll swing it over to Katie Klein. Klein being guarded by Johnson. She gets it inside. She gets an open look, but no good. And let's see.
Should be North Lincoln's ball.
Be North Lincoln ball with 2:29 remaining.
That was out on Destiny Johnson.
Klein just couldn't get that open look there. She's driving to the lane. McGinnis inbounding to pass. She's running out of time. Gives it to Brianna Avery. She puts up a layup, and it rolls in.
That's a 55-52 is the 3-point game.
And a timeout by East Lincoln. Actually, no. Let's see. No timeout. No timeout. They called it. Holly Wood was on the floor. She fell down right as her teammate was, Brianna Avery, was putting up the shot.
Got 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the fourth period. 55-52. The visiting team, North Lincoln Knights, on top of East Lincoln.
Roney has the ball. Gives it up to. That is Tadlock. Now back to Roney. Roney gives it up to Tadlock. She'll take a 3, and it's in.
Big shot.
Yeah, she's been struggling from behind the arc, but she gets a big one there.
That's a big shot.
To tie things back up. Under 2 minutes to go. Katie Klein has the ball for North Lincoln. She gets a pick. She's trying to get inside. She'll lob it over, and the pass is deflected and stolen by Roney. And she gives it up to Destiny Johnson, but too much. She gets it, somehow saves it, but it's taken by North Lincoln. They have the ball. Give it up court. The Brooklyn Harris, she puts a shot up. And it's going to be a charge. A charge. It'll be East Lincoln ball.
Got a minute and 41 seconds left. 55-55. It's going to go down to the wire.
Yeah, the crowd is going wild here. East Lincoln loving that call. North Lincoln doesn't. Tied ball game. And a timeout called by East Lincoln. We're going to take it with them and be right back.
The Start Something New sales event is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Now's the time to start the new year with a new Ram truck. Get 0% APR financing for 72 months or up to $12,734 in total value on select new 2017 Ram 1500 models. Come on in for all the details and then start something new during the Start Something New sales event. Underway now at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln. Eddie's Auto Parts on East Main Street in Lincoln is now your source for custom wheels and tires. From street to off-road, get your custom wheels and tires now at Eddie's Auto Parts. From mud to racing to street tires, with names like Toyo, Mickey Thompson, and Dick Peck. Get your custom wheels and tires today at Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer.
When you want some help from a fellow car lover, it's all in one place, as you'll discover. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Back here at East Lincoln High School, a tie ball game, varsity girls between North Lincoln and East Lincoln. It'll be East Lincoln ball after a charge was called.
Yeah, we were talking about that in between the break here, Evan. It looked like both of the girls were moving at the same time. That was a tough call.
Yeah, tough bang-bang call, but, I mean, you've got to trust the referee's decision in these times, and unless it's just that, especially when it's bang-bang.
Yeah. Minute and 30 seconds left, 55-55, East Lincoln with the basketball.
Tadlock has it, being guarded by Hollywood. They're trying to get it to Destiny Johnson. As Tadlock loses control, she gives it over to Johnson, who's almost out of bounds. The ball deflected, stolen by Hollywood, and she was tripped. She was tripped trying to run past him, and that'll send Hollywood to the line. Hollywood, one of the only bright spots in their loss Tuesday night to Lake Norman Charter. She scored about 19 points.
Minute and 19 seconds. This young lady's going to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. These could be the biggest free throws of the night.
This could be the biggest free throw of Hollywood's life so far. Only a junior. She was trying to give.
If she makes these 2 free throws, Evan, what do? Do you let them come down? Let them set up their offense?
Yeah,
do you foul them? Try to put them on the line?
No, I wouldn't do it at this point with how many fouls have been called in this game. That's a huge if. She's got to make both free throws, and that free throws have been a struggle for both teams, mostly North Lincoln tonight.
They're going to put break number 32 in for East Lincoln. Break number 3 out.
Robinette, Giles Robinette checking back in.
They're going to use her for rebounding purposes. I'm assuming that.
She's been pretty good off the boards in this
She has.
Hollywood first shot as the crowd is roaring. And off the rim, it just doesn't put too much on the bounce after the back iron. It looked like it was going to roll in, but just bounced out a little too much. She'll still get a second shot here to try and make up for that, give North Lincoln the lead. See what she can do.
It's a big free throw here.
Second shot.
That's off too.
Yeah, off, and it'll be rebounded by East Lincoln. Still a tie game. For over a minute left, Destiny Johnson has a clear lane. She'll try to get past Addie McGinnis, and she does.
East Lincoln takes a 2-point lead.
Give East a 2-point lead. Now McGinnis driving down the court. She's trying to find someone to do. Stutter steps now, take a jumper from the right wing, too much on it. And let's see who's last touched by.
That's out on East Lincoln. It's going to be North Lincoln's basketball.
It's going to be North Lincoln's basketball. 59.7 seconds remaining. McGinnis will inbounds the pass for North Lincoln. And she'll give it up to White. Now over to Katie Klein. Klein had a clear lane, but she's going to wait a little bit. Now put up a shot and a lay and a good. Tie ball game again. I thought she had a clear lane, but she decided to wait, and she'll still get the shot to go in.
That looked like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shot there, Evan.
And now a pushing foul on Hollywood. And she's frustrated as Katie Klein trying to calm her down. We were already a technical foul earlier. So I think North Lincoln was thinking that they exaggerated that foul call. But nonetheless, that'll send East Lincoln to the line to try and take back the lead as Avery Sigmund, daughter of Lincolnton AD Cole Sigmund, will check back in her first game back since injuring her nose against Newton Conover.
She actually broke her nose from talking to her father earlier. Took an elbow to the nose.
First shot is in by Tadlock.
That makes it a 1-point lead there for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
That'll check back in Cox now. Tadlock has struggled in that first half shooting the ball, but she made a 3-pointer to tie the game up, and now she's gotten East Lincoln the lead here late. If she could get another one, that'll make it a 2-point lead. She'll come in clutch.
Big free throw right here.
And nothing but net. She sinks both of them.
So 59-57 with a 2-point lead.
White has the ball, gives it up to McGinnis, and Coach Like is going to call a timeout to set up the offense. There'll be a full timeout with 36.1 seconds remaining. And Tim, what do you do here in this scenario? You got a lot of time left. It's only a 2-point lead. You don't have to get a 3. What do you do here for Coach Like?
I tell you, he's going to set up a play for number either 20 or for number 23 for the young lady there for North Lincoln Heights. And I tell you, number 20 is a player. I've watched her tonight, and I'm impressed with how she's playing with North Lincoln High School.
Yeah, Dylan Ambrose, only a freshman. She's
good.
She hasn't been in the last few minutes. This is a pretty veteran squad for North Lincoln. 7 of them are seniors. As adjustments are being made here. Once again, we've gotten a late start here at East Lincoln High School to what we've usually been doing here, as the JV girls game went into overtime, and then the JV guys game was a thriller, as North Lincoln was down as much by 20 points, and they came back and almost won, but fell short. North Lincoln girls, this game's been back and forth. Destiny Johnson scored her 2,000th point And the largest lead, I think, in this game so far has been 6, and that was all the way in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It was 9-3. So this game has just been back and forth. Let's see what you got here, and now it's gut check time for North Lincoln. If they can get this win, this will probably be the biggest win since 2012. Katie Klein going to inbounds the ball. She's trying to find someone to give it to. We'll give it to Avery Sigmund. Sigmund has the ball, gives it up to Katie Klein. 32 seconds remaining. She's being guarded by Destiny Johnson. And she's trying to give it to Avery Sigmund, who's a great spot-up shooter. She'll get it inside to Addie McGinnis. The ball is loose. And let's see. Lackey trying to call a timeout. Jump ball. And it'll be East Lincoln possession. Lackey saying I was calling a timeout. He's frustrated as all get out. And as animated as can be.
Now East Lincoln calls a timeout.
Now East Lincoln calls a timeout, and Lackey's not going to be happy that he heard the East Lincoln timeout, but not the North.
Yeah, I saw Coach Lackey trying to give the timeout there.
But no one was looking towards his way. So unfortunately that happened there, and East Lincoln will have the ball with a 2-point lead. You got to think North will try to steal first before they foul, especially with them being in a double bonus in this scenario.
Yeah, you got to put some quick. I know Coach Lackey's probably going to make some substitutions here and put some maybe some quick players in. And like you said, you're going to have to try to steal the ball. If not, you got to foul immediately.
Yeah, and we're not even into the guys' game yet. And I mean, already no seats available here. People standing around the baseline on both sides. The guys' teams are waiting to get to warm up here. I mean, heck, during halftime, they were having a dunk contest between both North and East. You had Sidney Dollar just slamming windmills back and forth before the official said, hey, let's not mess up these rims here.
Yeah, Kami McGlendon, also Christian Parks.
Yeah, which that's great to see, too. We'll mention that a little later on, but Christian Parks, you know, it was believed at one point that he would miss his senior year.
Yes.
And he missed most of his football. He missed all of his basketball season last year as a junior because he got hurt during football, and it looked like it was going to be much the same this year. But thankfully, Christian Parks will be playing in his senior year, which is great to see.
Got 22 seconds left in the fourth period, and East Lincoln will be inbounding the basketball.
Be a full court press by North Lincoln as Begley trying to get it in. Destiny Johnson has it, and she gets it up to Tadlock, who's going across half court. Now Katie Klein tried to steal it, but she fouled. As East Lincoln's coach not happy at Tadlock. Told her, try to watch out. Hear the footsteps behind you. Now she can get it to a 2-possession game if she makes both free throws.
Yeah, this first free throw is the biggest one right here.
Yeah, they'll get it to a 3-point lead. I think that's important too. At least get one. That's what you want to do if you're East, but you'd rather have 2. First shot, never but net. It's a crucial free throw. Avery Sigmund checks back in to get in Brianna Avery. They made some adjustments during the timeout. Now the second shot coming up. Lackey yelling, both coaches yelling directions and orders. Try to get the offense and defense set up. Second shot, short. Rebounded by Brooklyn Harris. And it'll be a jump ball. It'll be North Lincoln ball.
They still have a shot.
They can. I would think they would try to hold for one more shot. They could possibly go for a 2-for-1, but that's pushing it with 16 seconds left. Addie McGinnis has the ball. And now a timeout called by North Lincoln. They want to get their offense set up. They wanted to get across half court.
So who's the best shooter on North Lincoln?
Avery Sigmund.
But that's who you want to get the ball to.
That's possible, but this is her first game back. She has a little bit of rust, possibly. I mean, Hollywood has been great at driving to the basket. So is Katie Klein. Addie McGinnis is a pretty good shooter as well. I mean, you got a lot of options here if you're North Lincoln. Of course, just the last thing you want to do is turn the ball over on the inbounds pass or have a 5-second call, which they've been prone to in the last few weeks.
Well, this has been one of the best basketball games I've seen all year.
Yeah, this has definitely been a great back-and-forth game. All 3 games so far have been tremendous. And a lot of great effort by both teams so far, and you can tell that this rivalry is kind of woken back up this year in all sports.
Yeah, the football game was pretty good too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So, I mean, that's a large part of these two teams now being back in the same conference, as student sections are pretty much all the way back.
We got a packed house tonight.
Yeah, student sections standing up about 12 rows deep for North Lincoln, about the same for East Lincoln. And, I mean, it's just clogged up with people right now. It's a pretty warm gym, but that's because everyone's here to watch some high school basketball.
Got 13 seconds left.
Addie McGinnis trying to inbounce the pass, trying to find someone. She gives it up to Katie Klein, who's on the corner being guarded by Johnson. Gets it inside to Addie McGinnis. She puts up a shot.
And a foul.
She would have loved to have made that one because that could have possibly tied the game up if she would have made the and one basket. But she'll go for 2.
She's got to make one and miss the second one.
Possibly, or you try to just foul again.
I'd try to.
Well, we got a buzzer ringing in from the scorer's table. I think that might have been someone's fifth foul.
Not quite sure, but there's 9 seconds left. East Lincoln on top, 60-57, 3-point lead. And young ladies from North Lincoln's on the free throw line.
Yeah, Addie McGinnis, the senior point guard, as yes, that was the fifth foul for
number 33 at East Lincoln.
Yeah, one of the captains for East Lincoln.
Young lady.
That is Christina McLean. First shot rattles out, no good. That's big there.
Yeah.
Addie's going to have to make this second shot here to at least get it within 2.
And then foul immediately.
Or try to steal. Let's see if the second shot will go in. Crowd is roaring for East Lincoln, and it gets in. That makes it 2-point lead. Destiny Johnson inbounds at the Tadlock.
There's the foul.
And that's exactly who East Lincoln wanted to inbounds the pass to, is Tadlock.
Got 8.4 of a second left.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. And Tadlock has made the last 8 points, I believe, for East Lincoln, as Brianna Avery will check back in. Placing Allie White. 8.4 seconds.
60-58, and the young lady from East Lincoln is on the free throw line here.
An opportunity to potentially ice the game here at the free throw line. Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. First shot, nothing but net. That gets it within 3 points. This would most likely end it unless a very rare 4-point play comes into effect.
It can happen.
It can happen. You never know. Let's see if it goes in. It does. So it's going to basically have to take a miracle here, a 4-point play. Let's see if Katie Klein can get across and maybe
do not foul. Do not foul.
Well, she's going in. 2 seconds left. Avery Sigmund has the ball. Jump ball.
That'll
be East Lincoln ball. That's going to do the ball. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. East Lincoln's going to squeak out a victory here over North Lincoln. All Destiny Johnson has to do is inbounds the ball. Let's see if she gets it in. And yes, she does, and that'll do it. East Lincoln with a big win. On Destiny Johnson's big night of scoring her 2,000th point. East Lincoln wins on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, 62-58. We'll be right back.
Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby announces their year-end sales event. Get holiday savings across Ford's entire line of 2017 models. Get 0% APR Ford credit financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 Ford credit cash. That's right, 0% financing plus $1,000 cash. Offer good on the Focus, C-Max, Fusion, Mustang, Taurus, Edge, Escape, Explorer, Expedition, F-150 trucks, and even the Transit and Transit Connect vans. See dealer for details. Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look.
CK, DK, DS, Macron.
Yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event is underway at Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Come in now and ask about 0% financing for 84 months on select Kubota tractors with a big 6-year warranty. Come on in for all the details and don't miss the Orange Opportunity Sales Event. Underway now at Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive off the Oak Grove Road and Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain. The new year brings new big savings from Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. Get up to $9,000 in total value on the new 2018 GMC Sierra 1500 four-wheel drive crew cab with SLT Premium Plus package. Plus drive away in a new 2017 Buick Envision. Now it's $7,500 below MSRP. And the new 2018 Kia Stinger has arrived at only $299 per month for a 36-month lease. Get the 2018 Honda Fit for $169 a month for 36 months. See Ronaldo for all the details. Ronaldo Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at RonaldoAutomall.com.
And back here at East Lincoln High School, you're now listening to the Carolina Trust Bank Stadium pregame show between North Lincoln and East Lincoln. Evan Ludwig and Tim Johnson with you for the call of tonight's game. And we just witnessed probably the best girls game we've seen all year. Great back and forth action between two teams, two county rivals in North Lincoln and East Lincoln. But unfortunately, a team had to win and a team had to lose. And that team that won was East Lincoln. That really helps them keep a pace in the conference with Maiden.
Yeah, absolutely. Great basketball game, like you said, Evan. Destiny Johnson scored her 2,000 point here tonight at East Lincoln High School, and I know her parents were here, had a big crowd here at East Lincoln, and of course North Lincoln bringing in the big crowd too, support the Lady Knights. And I tell you, like you said, great basketball game. We thought it was going to go overtime there for a while.
I mean, yeah, the JV girls game went overtime. I guess East Lincoln's now going to celebrate with a big cake because they had a humongous
cake, yeah.
It was a humongous cake they had for Destiny Johnson 2020.
I was hoping they'd offer us some, Evan.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope it wasn't the situation like Eric Dickerson had when he broke the single season rushing record. They gave him a carrot cake, and he's like, I'm allergic to carrot cake. The big night for Destiny Johnson. Scoring her 2,000 points. Once again, congratulations to her. One of the greatest girls players to ever play in Lincoln County. And one of the greatest basketball players straight up to play in Lincoln County as well.
Great young lady.
Yeah, great young lady.
Awfully proud of her.
Yeah, she sets the tone for this East Lincoln team, and it shows. And that show tonight had a gnawed out against North Lincoln, a young up-and-coming team. With Coach Lack is still, they have a lot of promise for the future in their girls, JV, and varsity teams. So be on the lookout for them in the next few years. But right now, both teams are warming up between North and East. And, right now, East Lincoln has the conference lead after that big shock. Not shocking in terms of East winning, but shocking in how they won against Lincoln Tuesday night.
Yeah, myself and Ken Link came down here and watched that game this past Tuesday night. And I'm going to tell you right now, East Lincoln, hands down, beat Lincoln. Pretty bad. It wasn't even a contest at first. They jumped out to about a 16-point lead, and they never looked back, Evan. They ended up winning by 25. It was a 34-point, pretty much 30-point game lead the whole entire game. East Lincoln is well coached by Coach John Hancock. Real impressed with the way he coaches, the way he's got these young men playing. Defensively, Sydney Dollar shut Robbie Cowie down. Chris Robinson, the outstanding point guard for the Lincoln Wolves, was shut completely down too. Colson Leach and John Bean are excellent basketball players. And Sydney Dollar, Christian Parks, like you said, broke his leg during football season. He's back playing with them. He's very explosive on the floor. The best basketball player I've seen this year so far is Sydney Dollar. He's explosive off the floor. He can score inside or outside. Just an outstanding young man.
Yeah, and looking at him, he kind of reminds me a lot of how Cameron played, not to the level of yet, at least, of what Cameron played, because, who knows, Sydney still has another year to develop, but, he has really grown, and unfortunately for East, he missed the whole football season, but I think that's made him more fresh for basketball, and it's made that team more dangerous. As for North Lincoln, they were 5-8 after losing a hard loss to Lincolnton, where they just got beat in all aspects. Since then, they got a win against Chase, got a big road win against Bandy's, and also won against West Lincoln. Now, they did struggle against Lake Norman Charter Tuesday night, and they do struggle with size, so that's something we're going to have to look out for. But they did, if they play anything like they did against East the last time they played them right before Christmas break, we should have another good game here, as it was only an 8-point win for East Lincoln, as this has been the best squad Coach Jermaine Booker's had in his 4th year, already gotten the most wins he's gotten in a season. And,
East Lincoln's got about 7 or 8 kids who can score from anywhere on the floor, from what I see. They can shoot from outside or inside, and they play exceptionally good defense. I'm anxious to see this North Lincoln team tonight. I haven't got to see North Lincoln play this year, so I'm looking forward to them. They've got some talented kids out there, too. We know Reed McCoy, the quarterback from the North Lincoln Knights, he's going to be playing some football this year. I think he's going to wing it, from what I was told.
Yes.
So congratulations to Reed.
And I'll tell you, the guy you need to look out for is point guard Lance Bailey.
I heard he was pretty good.
Very aggressive when it comes to stealing. Is I think leading the conference in steals at 2.6. The only guy in the area I think that has more steals than him is Jackson Gabriel. But he also has been really taking over this offense the last few weeks. Averaging about 14.4 points per game, but in the last few weeks have been averaging 18 points. And he also got guys like Luke Johnson and also Jack Carter, and if he gets hot, it's going to be hard to stop him, and he's only a freshman, so a lot to look forward to in North Lincoln in the future. But they still have a very veteran-laden squad. And while we're talking about these players, let's go ahead and get into the starting lineups for tonight's game, Tim.
Absolutely. The starting lineup for our North Lincoln Knights, Jay Carter is the starting number one. Jack Carter's number one. And let's see, McKinney, number 4. And then you got Johnson, number 10. And then you got, of course, Bailey, the young point guard that Evan was talking about, having a great year so far. And, of course, the quarterback for the North Lincoln Knights, and he's playing basketball this year, Reed McCory. So he's number 21. And for your East Lincoln Mustangs, Kavian McClendon, number 1. Sidney Dollar, number 4. John Bean, number 10. Colson Leach, number 4, and Ben Zirkle rounds out the starting 5 for the East Lincoln Mustangs. He's number 23.
All right, we'll take one more timeout before tip-off here at East Lincoln High School. You're listening to Ronaldo Automal's broadcast of high school basketball on WLON 1050 AM, and you're currently listening to the Carolina Trust Bank Stadium pregame show.
It's Breakfast Madness at Mitchum's Kitchen in Vale. Check out these breakfast specials: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sausage, steak, or liver mush biscuit for $1.39. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, get the big breakfast: 2 eggs, 1 meat, 1 side, biscuit or toast for $4.59. And drink is included. It's Breakfast Madness at Mitchum's Kitchen, Highway 274-27 West intersection in Vale. Call 704-276-1055.
For over 100 years, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home in Falston has been providing services to families of our community with care and compassion. And now the Stamey Funeral Home has added the Cremation Center along with a new name, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Falston, and the Stamey Funeral Home in Cherryville, located on Dixie Street in Cherryville, serving you with care and compassion in your time of need. Start the new year off strong with a new Chevrolet or GMC truck from Abernathy's Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lincoln. Coming now for huge New Year savings. Get up to $9,600 in total value on the new 2018 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT with 4-wheel drive. And get $9,000 in total value on the 2018 GMC Sierra 1500 4-wheel drive Crew Cab with SLT Premium Plus package. Come in for all the details at Abernathy's Chevrolet Buick GMC, 1445 East Main Street in Lincoln. Start up the savings on your auto insurance with a stop at Turner Hauser Insurance Group in downtown Lincoln, your area insurance agency. Jamie Hauser invites you to stop in and find out how you can save money on all of your insurance needs, from home to auto to commercial to farm to life. Visit them at their office at 228 East Main Street, downtown Lincoln. Just look for the big blue awning. That's Turner Hauser Insurance Group, your area insurance agency. Call 704-732-9577 or visit the website at turnerhauserins.com.
Sleep apnea is the interruption of sleep by a blockage to breathing. 8 million Americans go undiagnosed for sleep apnea. Dr. John L. Cloninger III of Lincoln can help you with sleep apnea problems. John III is a member of the American Academy of Dental Sleep Medicine. He can help you now overcome the symptoms of obstructive sleep apnea, such as excessive daytime sleep, loud snoring, episodes of breathing cessation where you stop breathing, dry mouth and sore throat, morning headaches, insomnia, attention problems, and more. John III is concerned that patients don't know there are treatments for obstructive sleep apnea, from CPAP to dental appliances or even surgery. John III offers a free consultation for anyone with symptoms of sleep apnea. Just call 704-735-0765 or come by 904 Doncha Drive in Lincoln to make an appointment. Sleep longer, smile brighter, live happier. Let Dr. John L. Cloninger III put his 21 years of dentistry experience to work for you.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank is 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
And back here at East Lincoln High School, a beautiful rendition of the national anthem just played here with the trumpet. I mean, the whole crowd was applauding that one there.
Melvin Morrison.
Yeah, I mean, a great way to start this game here tonight as East Lincoln and North Lincoln now introducing the starting lineup. As once again, the starters for North Lincoln, Jack Carter, Nick McKinney, Lance Bailey, Luke Johnson, and Reed McCrory. Round out your starting 5 for North Lincoln. And it'll be for East Lincoln, it'll be Colson Leach, KB McClendon, Sidney Dollar, John Bean, and it'll also be Ben Zirkle, who's been manning the point this year for East Lincoln.
Yeah, he's played really well, too. He's had a great year so far for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Yeah, he hasn't been the scorer, but he's been a really good distributor throughout the year. I mean, when you have the talent around here, I mean, if you're the point, you want to get it inside to guys like KB and McClendon.
Yeah, Kavian's had a great year, too. So
yeah. Sidney Dollar as well. He's almost averaging a double-double. He's been hovering around that mark for the whole year. And this East Lincoln front court really poses a threat for the North Lincoln front court, which is vastly undersized. When you look at guys like Kavian and Sidney and having to go with Reed, who would usually be a 3, he's having to play 5. So
yeah, those guys can jump, too. They can get off the floor in a hurry.
Oh, yeah, they can definitely jump as Zirkle being introduced. Once again, the Mustangs coached by first-year coach at East Lincoln, Coach Hancock, 15-4 so far as the Mustangs head coach. Booker, Tremaine Booker, is 4th year as a head coach for the varsity boys, has been with North Lincoln program for 6 years. This has been the first real year where they've been competitive. Of course, they were in that dreaded 3A, 4A conference when he started, and now they've moved back in. They got themselves a pretty good team this year, and trying to compete and try to possibly make the playoffs. If they can get a win here tonight, that'll definitely help their chances.
Yeah, we're fixing to start this game here.
Between Reed McCrory and KB McClendon for the jump ball. North Lincoln all blue, East Lincoln all white, and East Lincoln wins the jump balls. Ben Zirkle will take the ball as they're going to go right to left on your radio dial. Quickly swing it over to Colson Leach, who'll give it up to John Bean. Leach has it on the right wing. He'll swing it over to Ben Zirkle, who goes inside on the left wing, gives it in to KB McClendon, and gets the layup and in. And 2 quick points for East Lincoln by KB McClendon.
Yeah, it's a big basket by the senior there.
So McKinney has the ball being guarded heavily by Colson Leach. Now Lance Bailey has it. He's going to drive to the lane, put up a shot, and it'll roll in, get a friendly roll, 2-2. If North wants to be competitive in this game, they got to have a good night from Lance Bailey. Sidney fought about a 3 at the top of the key, but Jack Carter quickly got there. He pit pocketed the ball. He gets the ball back, gives up to John Bing, swinging it over to Ben Zirkle, gives it over to Colson Leach, who cross-court pass to Cindy. Take a 3 from the right wing, rattles off, no good. Ball is up in the air, and went out of bounds. It was last touch by East Lincoln as Lance Bailey guarded off Colson Leach from taking the ball back.
Yeah, I like what I saw out of Lance Bailey with that little jump shot in the paint there. Great looking shot. Yeah, he could jump too.
Nick McKinney has the ball to junior. He's trying to get past Colson Leach. He stops his dribble, gives it up to Lance Bailey at the top of the key. Now they switch defenders. Colson Leach gives up a little opening space to Lance. He loses control. They kick it out to Nick McKinney for a 3. Off the back iron, no good. Jack Carter gets the rebound, and now stolen it, and it would be East Lincoln balls. It rolls right in front of us as Cindy Dollar for deflection and last hit off the hands of Lance Bailey. It'll be Mustang ball. We're early on in this game in the first quarter, 2-2, and on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Sidney Dollar has the ball in the right wing, gives it up to Zirkle, swings it over to Colson Leach, and now an alley-oop pass for Sidney, and he connects! Sidney Dollar gets some hang time. Air Sidney.
Yeah, that's a great play designed there for Coach Hancock for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
They usually did that with Cameron and Sidney last year, but of course Cameron's now gone and graduated. He's actually at the game here tonight. Nick McKinney has the ball, trying to get inside to Lance Bailey. Reed McCrory sets up a pick. And the ball almost stolen. Luke Johnson now has it. He'll kick it over to Lance Bailey. Swings it over to Jack Carter. Carter now bounce pass over to Nick McKinney. Now inside to Reed McCrory. Fake, and he'll get a pump fake and over Cindy Dollar and then get the layup in and ties things back up as John Bean quickly has it. He'll take a jumper from the baseline and shot will high off the baseline, no good, and rebounded by Reed McCrory. Gives it up to Jack Carter, the freshman, who can shoot it. And he'll try to get some separation from KB and now drives inside. The shot is blocked! KB McClendon with a blocked shot over the freshman.
Yeah, great play by KB McClendon, number 1 for the East Lincoln Mustangs senior. Also has a good-looking drive there, too, by Jack Carter of North Lincoln.
So inbounds pass deflected by Ben Zirkle. It'll still be North Lincoln ball. Yeah, it looked like McClendon just basically baited the freshman in onto that one. McKinney now going to slash inside. He'll put up a layup, goes high and in. That will give North their first lead of the ball game. That's Nick McKinney's strong suit, is slashing up court. Colson Leach has the ball. Lobs it over to Ben Zirkle. Now back to Colson Leach. He'll get it inside to McClendon, but he loses control of the ball. Never had control. Gets it back. Now Leach bounces it over, and Jack Carter has it on the fast break. Now puts up a shot, fades away, and he gets the layup and in. Ben Zirkle has it. He'll get it over to Cindy Dahl in the left corner. He's trying to get it inside. He loses control of his dribble. Now has a free lane to go inside. Now lobs it over to John Bean to open for a corner three, and he misses it. That's a rarity. Luke Johnson with the rebound. He's now being double teamed, and he'll give it up to Reed McCrory. Swings it over to Jack Carter on the left corner. Carter trying to go inside. Will kick it out to Nick McKinney. He's being guarded by the much taller Sidney Dahl, and they'll give it up to Lance Bailey, and they'll set their offense up. North Lincoln leading by 4 early on here. Bailey giving up to Carter, who's got a mismatch in terms of size. He'll spot up, take the three, rolls out, no good. Rebound by Lance Bailey, and the putback rolls out, no good. And then he gets the rebound. Now Kabian going up, he loses control of the ball. He'll take a jumper from the baseline, and it gets in. Way to improvise there by McClendon. Almost lost control of the ball and just decided to dribble it up court and take a shot. Now Luke Johnson has the ball on the left wing. The senior gives it up to Jack Carter on the right wing, being guarded by John Bean. Gives up to Nick McKinney, now back to Carter. Inside to Reed McCrory, who gives up to Bailey, and Luke Johnson, and the shot is good. Great ball movement there by the two seniors. And it's now 10-6 halfway through the first quarter. North Lincoln leading on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, good-looking pass in the ball there for the North Lincoln Knights. Passing around, getting the open man open for an easy layup underneath the basket.
And shot effective. No foul call on Sidney Dollar. Now Nick McKinney trying to drive up court. Thinks about shooting a three. Gives it up to Lance Bailey, who's being guarded heavily by Sidney Dollar. Bailey trying to go inside to get past, but a foul on Sidney Dollar. That's actually the first foul of the ball game.
Yeah, that is the first foul. And that'll be on East Lincoln. That'll be Sidney Dollar, the junior.
He was wanting to foul in that last possession. I think he had a really good argument on that.
Yeah, I like how North Lincoln's moving the ball around from the outside to the inside, back out to the outside. And so they got a real easy layup there. So good-looking shot there. Now East Lincoln's got the basketball. Jack Carter
almost loses control of it there. Bounced off his head. But again, he gains control, gives it to Lance Bailey. And he was a lot of contact there and a little push and shoving afterwards, too, as Alden Horn checked back in as the pony goes past us here. I feel sorry for the guy dressed up as the mascot tonight.
That's foul number 12 there by the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Inbounds pass goes to Jack Carter. 3.5 minutes remaining.
That was on Allen Horn, that foul was.
Being guarded by John Bean. Is he going to drive in on John Bean? Give it up to Reed McCrory. Layup no good. Rebounded by KB McClendon. He gets a crossover on Jack Carter, swings it over, and now John Bean will take a three from the right wing. Shot no good. Fall for the rebound, and that's going to be North Lincoln ball. As the North Lincoln student section up for this one early on. They got a 10-6 lead. McKinney has the ball. Gives up to Lance Bailey as East is in the full court press. McKinney gets across half court, now being double teamed, gives it up to Luke Johnson, who gets it over to Lance Bailey, swings it over to Jack Carter, who's open for a three to shot, no good, short rebound by Reed McCrory. The ball's still loose, and it'll be East Lincoln ball. Colson Leach will take the layup and in. All of that was due to Alden Horn's defense, and now North Lincoln trying to get up court again. Carter has it. It's being guarded by McClendon, now inside to Reed McCrory. And, he tried to pass it over to Luke Johnson, who's open for a three, but it hit the bottom of the basketball, of the rim there. And that'll be another turnover as McClendon's going to get a breather. Christian Parks checking in for the first time against North Lincoln this year. As we said, he got a little bit of playing time against Lincoln earlier this week.
Got 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first period, and the score is 10-8, North Lincoln on top.
And change that to 10-11. East Lincoln gets back to lead off of 3 by Colson Leach. Now Jack Carter gets the ball. Will Thornhill checked into the game for North Lincoln. Bailey gives it up to Carter, and now gets it inside to McKinney, who gets a backward layup. It's blocked by Sidney. Ball is loose. Carter has it. He's trying to find someone to give it up to. Has it to Will, and gives it up to Lance Bailey. Now to Luke Johnson. Johnson thought about shooting it, and now they're going to reset the offense. Carter trying to go inside baseline. Now kick it back out to Luke Johnson. They're trying to regroup here and find something to go and give it up to Lance Bailey. Ball stolen by Alden Horn off an errant pass, and he'll get the layup. No good, actually. Luke Johnson with the rebound, and Alden Horn with his second foul.
That's 2 fouls on him.
As Booker trying to tell Lance Bailey what to do in that situation if it comes up again. And East Lincoln going to quickly get Ben Zirkle back in the game with Alden Horn quickly picking up 2 fouls.
You got a minute, 53 seconds left. Score 10-11. East Lincoln on top of North Lincoln. North Lincoln with the basketball.
And McKinney has it, full court pressure up. Lance Bailey has it, now back to McKinney. They have the middleman in Luke Johnson, but haven't found him now. Give it up to Will Thornhill in the corner. He has an open room to the baseline. Will float one up. And not the best shot selection there. So the shot is no good. Christian Parks with the rebound. About a minute and a half remaining as Sidney Dollar is taking it up court for the Mustangs. He'll give it up to Colson Leach. He thought about a shot, now going to drive inside. He'll take a spot up Jay, no good. He gets his own rebound. Put back, no good. The ball's still loose. Fought for. John Bean has it now. He'll go inside. Actually, a foul call. It'll be on the floor. And that'll be a North Lincoln foul. It'll be their first foul.
Should be on number Bikini, I think.
No, it's going to be on Lance Bailey.
Lance Bailey, okay.
And Cabian will spell Sidney Dollar as he gets his first break.
That's North Lincoln's first foul.
Yeah, not many foul calls so far. An inbounds pass to McClendon. The shot no good. It was a lob, and North Lincoln will get the rebound. Lance Bailey trying to take it up court, and he loses control of the ball. And Alden Ben Zirkle steals it, gives out to Christian Parks. Shot is blocked, but no, a foul is going to be called on Will Thornhill. I guess he had part of the hand. Of course, we're on the other side of the court.
Yeah, look, that's a tough call there. Looked like a good block by the young man Thornhill there, number 32 for the North Lincoln Knights. I'll tell you, what I've seen so far, East Lincoln is out jumping down low, getting the rebounds. They're out jumping, keeping the ball alive.
They got the size advantage as Christian Parks is at the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. He'll take his first shot off the back iron, no good. And checking into the game for East Lincoln is Michael DiMattia. He'll spell John Bean, who in the first game had a quick 9 points in the first few minutes against his some of his former buds, because he did went to go to school at North Lincoln Middle School before going to East. Second shot up and in by Christian Parks. Will Thornhill inbounds it to Lance Bailey. Bounce pass over to McKinney. Now swing it over to Jack Carter's open on the corner three. Too much on it, rebound loose. It'll be taken by Colson Leach. Colson Leach has the ball. Trying to go inside, get some separation, kicks it out to Matty, and now inside to McClendon. Back out to DiMattia on the right wing, trying to find some, gets it inside to McClendon on the right wing, kicks it out to Colson Leach. He'll take a three. It rattles in. Good.
Take Colson Leach, he's having a great night.
And a 30-second timeout by North Lincoln. We'll be right back.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
And back here at East Lincoln, North Lincoln down by 5 against the Mustangs in this rivalry game. North Lincoln has the ball. Luke Johnson has it, almost loses control. Gets it up to Lance Bailey, now over to Jack Carter, who's going to drive up on the baseline, put up a floater, and he gets it past Cabian McClendon's block attempt.
Yeah, that's a great play by that young man, the freshman there.
And he has a bright future.
Yes, he does. He'll be the future point guard, I would assume.
As Colson Leach has it, playing hot potato with him and Ben Zirkle. Zirkle has the ball back. 21 seconds left. It's a one-possession game. East Lincoln trying to expand it. They get it into Cabian McClendon, and a foul's going to be called. If this is on Lance, this is going to be trouble. And it is. That's Lance's second foul.
That's his second foul here tonight at East Lincoln High School for the senior.
Now they're going to keep him in. They got to be careful here. Lance is their leading scorer. Inbounds pass to Cabian McClendon. He gets the layup up and in. Gets it up to a 5-point lead. North will have the ball with 9 seconds left. Carter gets the inbounds pass, full court press. They're going to have to split it. 5 seconds left. Lance has it, gives it up to Matt Regan, who checks in. Now Lance has the ball. 1 second left. He'll have a fadeaway jumper, and it goes in. What a shot by Lance Bailey to get it back within one possession before the end of the first quarter. Contorted shot goes in. We'll be back right after these messages.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. Sub of the Day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincolnton.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
'Cause I saddle up my horse.
Back here at East Lincoln High School, Lance Bailey, despite 2 fouls, makes an incredible buzzer beater shot to get the game within one possession as East Lincoln leads 17-14. When we start the second quarter, it will be North Lincoln ball as they'll inbounds to pass. Lance Bailey has it at the top of the key. He gives it up to Nick McKinney. McKinney now gives it up to Matt Regan, who was called up earlier this year off of the JV squad. He'll give it up to Luke Johnson. On the outside, he loses control of the ball, but actually that's better. He gets some open space. We'll give it up to Lance Bailey, and he'll put up a 3 to tie the game. He was left wide open, and he has 5 unanswered points for the Knights. Seven overall points for Bailey, as Tim Johnson tells me. And Colson Leach has it. Being guarded by Lance, he's going to have to be careful with 2 fouls. And a behind-the-back pass to Sidney Dollar. And now over to Colson Leach, or to Ben Zirkle. Now back to Sidney Dollar, who's going to drive into the lane, put up a contorted shot, somehow get it in. I don't know how he got that in. I do not know how Sidney Dollar got that one in.
That's pretty special there.
Yeah, that was a Houdini act there.
It was.
Lance Bailey has it, breaks the full court to get Luke Johnson ball. Now he's being double-teamed and gives it up to Reed McCrory, who now loses control, gets it back, gives it up to Nick McKinney, and they'll reset the offense. Give it over to Lance Bailey at the top of the key. Swing it over to Matt Regan. Now over to Luke Johnson, left wide open for a corner 3. Short shot. Rebound loose and taken by KB McClendon. So McClendon's got that size advantage over pretty much everyone in North Lincoln, minus their head coach, Tremaine Booker. As Colson Leach has the ball, gets it inside to McClendon, and he'll put up a shot. Layup, no good. Put back attempt by Sidney, no good. They're still trying to get it, and now he's fouled. I think that was on Reed McCrory.
I believe it was. A little bit of push in there between the senior and the junior there. That's just good hustle there from both parts.
Reed McCrory, not really a guy that's going to score many points, but he's mostly there for the defense. It's not going to be a foul shot. It's going to be an inbounds pass for East Lincoln. Colson Leach wide open on the left wing as Nick McKinney gets quickly back to him. He gets separation. He'll get a J. Shot is short, but he gets his own rebound. Spin move. Foul, and the shot will count. 2 quick fouls on Reed McCrory, so now 2 Knights in foul trouble, 2 of their starters in foul trouble in the second quarter. As Jack Carter's going to check back in. Let's see who he checks in for. He'll check in for Matt Regan.
Yeah, Colson Leach has got 10 points right now. He's the leading scorer of the game. And the score is 21-17. East Lincoln on top of North Lincoln with 6 minutes and 17 seconds left. And that one's going to be good.
Yeah, they'll get the lead to 5. I think that's the largest lead East has had tonight. McKinney has it, gives up to Jack Carter, who's left open for a corner 3, and he finally gets one to connect. You can't give Carter too much space and too much time.
That's a big shot by the freshman, and he ain't playing like a freshman, Devin.
And Colson Leach tries to get a 3. Put back dunk by Sidney Dollar. Oh, my. 2 dunks already for the junior. Carter has the ball. He's being double-teamed by East Lincoln. They'll lob it over, and that'll be over the backcourt. Backcourt, yeah, and that's a freshman mistake there by Carter.
I tell you, Sidney Dollar, he's starting like he did the other night. David Keever of Lincoln Times News just walked by. He had 4 dunks the other night. 4 dunks.
And he even got a little bit of a twirl after that dunk on the rim.
Yeah, outstanding basketball player, and his brother is Cameron Dollar at UNC Charlotte playing football.
Inside to Sidney again, who'll get a layup, no good. Reed McCrory gets the rebound as he'll give it up to Luke Johnson. The East leading by 4 about halfway through this second quarter. 24-20 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Lance Bailey has the ball on the right wing, being guarded by Ben Zirkle. Trying to find something to get going, get it over to Jack Carter. Carter almost had it stolen. Now he gets inside. Get a floater, rolls in. Sidney tried to block it. Carter played it nicely and gets it within one possession. Sidney, touching the head, and now
that's a punch. He punched him. Sidney Dollar punched him in the stomach. He sure did.
Yeah, well, Luke accidentally hit him in the face. No, that's actually a foul on Luke Johnson. Booker is livid, and now a technical on Booker. And folks, Booker doesn't usually get this angry.
I saw it myself. Sidney Dollar actually punched the young man in the stomach. I don't know if it was intentional or what, but
yeah, I mean, Booker is the most even-toned guy I've ever met, and I have never seen him this livid, and I think he has an absolute right to. You know, Luke actually made contact with Sidney in the face, but, I mean, when you see a punch in the gut that obvious, you can't do that.
No.
And unfortunately, it looks like Sidney's going to get away with that.
I don't think it was intentional, the hit in the face.
I think it was just frustration with the defense that Luke Johnson was playing.
Yes. But it looked like to me it was intentional what Sidney Dollar did.
And if Sidney gets away with that could be played huge factor in the game. The technical is going to be on Booker, who I've never seen him that angry, folks.
Yeah, we have a big game here tonight at East Lincoln High School. We got a 2-point game. I tell you, North Lincoln's hanging in there with this East Lincoln team after what they did in Lincoln this past Tuesday night. I'm impressed with North Lincoln defensively and offensively. Jack Carter's not playing like a freshman.
And John Bean, they send the best free throw shooter to the line. He makes the first one. It'll still be East Lincoln ball. Second shot up and in. It'll still be East Lincoln possession. Now we got to remember, folks, that East is now in the bonus with 7 fouls. So the next time they get fouled, they'll go defense. North gives up a defensive foul. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity. Ben Zirkle gives it up to Colson Leach on the left wing, being guarded by Carter. Now to Sidney Dollar. Now over to Ben Zirkle. Now to John Bean. He'll take a three from the corner. No good. Putback dunk rejected by the rim by Sidney Dollar. He tries to steal it, but he gets out of bounds.
That's great hustle by number 4, Sidney Dollar of the East Lincoln Mustangs. He missed that putback dunk, but he still hustled and knocked the ball away to keep him from maybe getting a fast break down the court.
Jack Carter has it. He'll bounce pass it over to Luke Johnson, who's being double-teamed by KB McClendon, and now almost a backcourt violation inside to Reed McCrory, who gives it up to Nick McKinney. McKinney going to drive in the lane on Zirkle, put up a shot, no good. Rebound loose and going to be taken by Ben Zirkle. Zirkle quickly going across half court. Gets it inside to McClendon, bounce step, could have been a walk and no call. And no call whatsoever. I don't know what the referee saw there, but no call. Luke Johnson has it, gets it to Reed McCrory. Now over to Jack Carter. Carter going inside, gives it up to Reed McCrory, loses control of the ball, gets the layup in despite the block attempt by Sidney Dollar. Gets it back within 4. Colson Leach now has it. Gives it up to Ben Zirkle, the point guard, as he'll run to offense here. With 4 minutes to go, halfway through the second quarter. Nothing's really been decided yet.
It's been a tight contest so far. It's been back and forth.
Inside to Sidney Dollar. He'll kick it out to Ben Zirkle. Now to KB McClendon on the right wing. McClendon not much of a shooter, so he's going to give it up to Zirkle. Cross-court pass to John Bean. It's high, almost loses control. Now inside to Colson Leach. He'll take a spot up. Jay left, but a putback by KB McClendon.
It's a good-looking shot by KB and the seniors.
As he wasn't even, no one was around him. He had an open,
no one
was around the rim.
Right.
They're all focused outside as Carter has the ball, gives it up to Lance Bailey.
East Lincoln's playing a man-to-man.
As Carter has it on the left wing. Gets a pick from Luke, now over to Luke, being guarded by Bean. And now over to Lance Bailey, being guarded by the taller Sidney Dollar. Sidney has it, gets a screen set up. Now Lance will go up, give it up to Luke Johnson, get the layup in, and a foul coming up on Sidney Dollar as he went on the back of Luke Johnson. And unfortunately for East, they fouled one of the best free throw shooters for North Lincoln. As Will Thornhill checks back in for Reed McCrory, who's in foul trouble. Alden Horn will check back in. He's in foul trouble with 2 fouls.
That's 2 fouls on Sidney Dollar right there.
Jake Mott will check into the game for the first time tonight. Yeah, Sydney gets a breather now with 2 fouls. Got to be careful. And one opportunity to get away within one possession for Luke Johnson. Shot up and in. Good, and it's 30-27 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Colson Leach has the ball. Trying to tell John Bean to go to the other side of the baseline to try to get him set up for a three-point shot in the corner. They give it over to him. Inside to Jake Mott, who's wide open, gets the layup in. They were so focused on the talented John Bean that they forgot all about Jake Mott, who was left wide open in the paint. Back to a 5-point lead. Will Thorne has it, gives it up to Lance Bailey. He's being guarded by Horn. Now switch over to Jake Mott. Bailey spins, gets a shot up, no good. Rebound being fought for. Colson Leach has it, and he'll get it up. Under 2.5 minutes to go. Swing over to Jake Mott, who's a good three-point shooter off the bench. Now over to Colson Leach on the left wing, trying to get some separation from Nick McKinney. And now he's going to drive inside, kick it out to John Bean, who actually is going to go inside, get a contorted shot up, no good. Rebound, Lance Bailey. Bailey trying to get it Carter, and he does get it to Carter on the left wing, trying to get inside. Now bounce pass over to Nick McKinney, wide open for three. No good. He'll get his own rebound, left loose, and it'll be out of bounds. Last touch by.
That should be North Lincoln's basketball.
It will be North Lincoln's basketball, but Nick McKinney said he was fouled by John Bean there.
It went out on number 10.
And Lance Bailey told him, hey, calm down. Let's try to get this shot here. Less than 2 minutes to go. 32-27 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Will Thornhill gets the inbounds pass over to McKinney. Now over to Bailey. Now over to Carter on the right wing. Hill gets some space. Take up a shot. It's in. Carter heating up here late in the first half, and it's now within 2 once again.
He's got 12 points for tonight, the freshman does.
Usually when he scores over 10 points, the team does well on the win column. Horn has it, lobs it over to John Bean. Bean gets it back to Horn, who's left open for a three. The shot is up. Short putback by Mott, no good. Now gets another putback, and that shot is good. Back to a 4-point lead. Lance Bailey has it, gets across out and Horn. Now gives up to Jack Carter. Carter fakes the three, now goes inside. Shot rejected. He was right below the basket. Now up. Lob pass to Colson Leach. Shot no good. Rebound being fought for. And it'll be East Lincoln ball.
Coach Booker's really upset at North Lincoln. The basketball coach are really upset.
And this is really uncharacteristic of him. This tells you how much this game means to the team and him. They're trying to make the playoffs. Colson Leach will take a shot. No good. Rebound by Jake Mott. He somehow gets it in.
With one hand. He's got 6 points in this quarter. He's come in and played well.
Lance Bailey has it. Less than a minute to go. East Lincoln leading by 6. And Alden Horn with some tough defense on Lance Bailey. He stops his dribble, gives it up to Jack Carter. Now to Nick McKinney, who finds some open room in the baseline now, but Cabian shuts that up. And now over to Will Thornhill. Now to Lance Bailey, who fakes a shot, now put up a shot. And it bounces off the rim, no good. The back iron. And now they're going to quickly get over to John Bean, who drive the baseline, put up a shot, and it rolls in. Lance Bailey gives it up to Jack Carter, who stops his dribble. Trying to hold for the last shot, being guarded by John Bean. Nick McKinney back over to John Bean, who has some space, but is trying to hold for that last shot.
There's an 8-point lead here. East Lincoln on top of North Lincoln, 38-30. 12 seconds left.
Luke Johnson has it on the corner, trying to get, and now an offensive foul on Nick McKinney.
That's huge.
The illegal screen.
That's huge right there. That is really huge.
And, well, let's see, East Lincoln not wanting to get, Coach,
making a substitution there.
Coach Hancock thought about getting DeMatia in the game for the last possession, but they decided not to at the last second. Coach Hancock likes the lineup, I guess, he sees out there currently. Colson Leach has it, 7 seconds remaining. He gets across half court. And he's trying to get some separation from McKinney, gives it to John Bean. He'll shoot a three right in Lance's face, and it's nothing on that one, and that'll end the first half. As East could not get the lead to over 10, but they get a late first half run. The lead 38-30 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard as we've reached the first half of play. When we come back, we'll have the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge halftime report. We'll give the stats away on the link, What's Up Shopper stat sheet. We'll be back right after these messages.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
We make a joyful noise cheering our favorite high school football teams on Friday nights and our favorite college teams on Saturday. The Family of Faith at Ryan Heights United Methodist Church would like to invite you to come and make a joyful noise for the Lord on Sundays. Sunday school is at 10 and worship is at 11. Ryan Heights United Methodist Church is in Lincolnton on Madison Street, just up from Betty Ross Park. Come make a joyful noise with us.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look.
CKDKDS background.
Ah, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now is the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail.
When Auto Owners Insurance was founded in 1916, the world was quite different. Yet with all that's changed, our commitment to be there when you need us most hasn't. By teaming up with independent agents, we've made a difference for generations of customers, and will for generations to come. And by making a difference every day, 100 years seems to go by in a flash.
Your local Auto Owners Insurance Agency is Mooney Insurance Agency, located at 528 East Main Street in Maiden. Call 828-428-8231. Celebrating 50 years. It's the Glen Oaks Golf Club. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over those years, and oh yeah, how many double bogeys too. Whether it's a birdie, par, or bogey, you'll love the Glen Oaks Golf Club. It's open to everyone. Visit the beautiful pro shop with driving range, snack bar, banquet facility, bar, picnic, shelter, and swimming pool. Great for group outings. Reserve your tee time by calling 828-428-2451 or visit the website at glenoaksgolf.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent Auto Owners Insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local Auto Owners Insurance Agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243.
And back here at East Lincoln High School, you're now listening to the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge halftime report, where East Lincoln is leading 38-30 over North Lincoln as we speak. But I mean, Tim, this game so far has led up to what kind of lived up to what every other game has lived up to so far. Really close, eventful game.
Yeah, it's conference. The schools ain't no more than probably 6-7 miles apart, so the kids know each other. They're playing here for pride tonight. East Lincoln, without a doubt, is probably the little better team here tonight. But North Lincoln, I am really impressed with North Lincoln. Jack Carter is just having a great night for a freshman. 12 points leading everybody tonight.
Yeah, definitely tremendous night. We did have some eventful stuff. Punch was thrown, but not. It was thrown by Sidney Dollar, but the foul call was not called on him. It was called on Luke Johnson, who actually led that by accidentally hit him in the face, and he took exception to it, and that led to a technical foul by Coach Booker, who, in an extremely rare instance, was very
I'm really surprised that the referee didn't see that. When Sidney Dollar, he kind of punched at him, I'm kind of surprised he didn't catch that, because that is absolutely intentional, and he could have very well been ejected from the game, and that would have been huge for North Lincoln.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been huge for this game, but, right now that actually eventually led to a pretty big run to end the first half by East Lincoln. It was within two. It's been within two, and then it got to where we are right now, 8-point leads. Just North Lincoln missing some shots, turnovers, and just some errant plays, and just a lot of putbacks by East Lincoln. A lot of their points have been second chance points, especially in the latter half of that first half so far. Let's go ahead and go for the What's Up Chopper stat sheet as we speak.
Let's do it. All righty, like I said earlier, Mr. Jack Carter's got 12 points. He's the leading scorer on both sides of the team here tonight. Jack's got 12. Also, Mr. Lance Bailey, I'm really impressed with the senior. He's playing really good, running the point tonight for the North Lincoln Knights. He's got 7 points. And then you go down to East Lincoln, you got Kavian McClendon, the senior. He has 10 points. And then you have Colson Leach. He has 11 points for the East Lincoln Mustangs. And then you have, and one of the big things I want to make a topic on is Jake Mott. He came in the game when Sidney Dollar got in foul trouble with 2 fouls, came in and kept East Lincoln afloat. He's got 6 points, and that's all in the second quarter. He's did really well.
Yeah, he's done really well coming off the bench this year as a whole. And he hasn't even gotten a shot to shoot it from behind the arc yet. But, I mean, you know, looking at what we've seen so far, what does North Lincoln have to do to get back in this game and get an upset win tonight over East Lincoln? Get Jack Carter the basketball and open shots from threes. I mean, this kid can shoot. Not only a great baseball player, but he's a really good basketball player, too. Just play sound defense, not make any mistakes. You know, because when you play a team like East Lincoln with a lot of good athletes who can jump off the floor, they're going to get a lot of second chances on the offensive side of the rebounds as well as defense rebounds. Anytime you get an opportunity to make an easy basket, you got to make it. If you have an open three, you got to knock it down. That's where Jack Carter comes in handy. If they can give him some open threes, I think East Lincoln can stay in this game and possibly get an upset. Now, what does East Lincoln have to do to maintain this lead here in the second half? Well, East Lincoln's got to continue to dominate on the boards. Like I was telling you earlier in between the break, they're out-jumping North Lincoln. They got more height advantage. KB McClendon's got to do a little better at boxing out from what I see to get some more rebounds. Sidney Dollar's got to stay out of foul trouble. If he gets in foul trouble, I believe North Lincoln can come away with the upset tonight. But other than that, just play their game. I think their game plan, like they played the other night against Lincoln, to play really well, come out and play tenacious defense. If they can come out and do this here in the second half, I think they can open up that lead a little bit more, Evan. You know, and a guy that's really been quiet in this first half that was not quiet in the first game between these two teams was John Bean. He has not had that many opportunities to shoot the ball. I mean, if they can get it in his hands, especially if Sidney or Cabian gets into foul trouble, I mean, you're going to have to eventually get the ball within John Bean's head and try to get him some space. So, I mean, that's probably what he's struggling a little bit tonight, You know, hasn't had that many opportunities to shoot the ball as well. So you got to look out for that in the second half, especially if it's quiet. It's almost been too quiet in this first half. Yeah, they played really good defense against him. They shut him down, like you said. I wasn't there for the first game when East and North Lincoln played, but I know you and Ken did that game. But like you said, he's been shut down tonight. They played good defense on him. Lance Bailey's running the point really well for North Lincoln. I like how he's playing. And I'll tell you something. I like how North Lincoln passes the basketball. They're working around the perimeter, trying to get it down low to the open guy. If not, they dish it out to Jack Carter who can shoot the three. Lance can shoot the three. Also, they got the other young man who can shoot as well, DeMontia. He's a good basketball player too. So, they've got some talent. They really do. And I like how Booker's coaching his kids. He does a really good job coaching. That is Coach Booker of North Lincoln. And all right, that'll wrap up our Abernathy Chrysler Jeep halftime show. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
And back here at East Lincoln High School, about ready to start the second half between these two teams. Once again, this is a Ronaldo Automall broadcast of high school basketball on WLON 1050 AM. Our pregame show sponsor was Carolina Trust Bank. They got 3 locations in Lincoln County all over the place. Also, our halftime show, which is sponsored by Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge. Scoreboard sponsor sponsored by First Federal Savings Bank. Free throws tonight are sponsored by Eddie's Auto Parts. And our post-game wrap-up show will be sponsored by Weston Sales of Bell, where we'll give away the Subway Sub of the Game and the Campers Inn Player of the Game. As we're now starting the second half of play, East Lincoln has the ball. John Bean wide open, court 3, and he gets it. Well, we talked about him during the halftime show, about him missing some open threes, and he just knocked that one down. As Lance Bailey has the ball, this is the first largest lead of the game so far. You get it inside to Lance Bailey, pump fake, he'll get the shot up, it rolls out, no good. And now a foul's going to be called on Lance Bailey. That's his 3rd foul. Trying to reach in on KB McClendon. Yeah, that's huge. One of the negatives to Lance, what you got to watch out for, is he can get easily frustrated. That's something the coaches have tried to tell him that you know, if he gets frustrated and gets out of control, we can't play you. And he's after that talk that was given early in the year, he's stopped it. Another shot by John Bean. I think it was deflected. It's no good. Rebound by Cindy Dollar, and he gives it up to Ben Zirkle. Just like that, 2 quick buckets for East Lincoln, and they're up by a baker's dozen. Jack Carter has the ball, gives it up to Nick McKinney as they get across half court. Now they get across half court as Jack Carter has the ball back. Minute has gone by in this third quarter. East leading by 13. Jack Carter has the ball on the left wing, being guarded by Colson Leach, trying to stutter step on him. Gives it up to Reed McCrory, who has 2 fouls. Gives it to Lance Bailey, who's going to have to be extremely careful now that he has his third foul.
Yeah, Cindy Dollar's only 2, and he's got 2 fouls, so both of them's got to be careful.
Now Nick McKinney has the ball. Go inside, lay it up. Floater is up and in. So Nick McKinney had a great start to the year. Since then, it's been kind of quiet, but has been playing pretty solid tonight. Zirkle has the ball, gives it up to Leach. Leach with a lot of space, gets it inside to Cindy Dollar. Now kick it out to Ben Zirkle. And the ball almost stolen. Now John Bean going to drive in, gets the layup to roll. It tapped in, but no, it'll not count.
Goaltending.
It was goaltending on Cindy Dollar. The ball was not out of the rim, and the shot will not count. Just jumped up a little too early there, did Cindy Dollar.
That was a good play by John Bean driving in. It looked like, I think the ball was going to go in.
It looked like it was, but, you know, we'll never know, really. Nick McKinney has it. Almost being double teamed. He stopped his dribble trying to find someone who'll bounce it over to Lance Bailey. He's being guarded by Dollar, and now he loses control of the ball, and it'll be a backcourt violation.
I tell you, one thing I've noticed about East Lincoln coming out here in the second half, their defense is being more intensity in your face. So they've caused North Lincoln to miss some shots, and plus turn the ball over there right there.
I'd argue that started late in the first half, and then get it into KB McClendon, who's being triple teamed. He'll kick it out to Zirkle, now over to Leach. Now an alley-oop pass deflected by Reed McCoy, who was waiting for it this time, and shot is given by McClendon, and a foul as he's trying to fade away. He just threw that one up there, and he got the foul call. That's going to be on Reed McCoy, I believe.
I tell you, they had that backdoor dunk on the alley-oop there. He just threw it just a little bit too high for him.
Now, if there's one thing that McClendon struggles at the most, and
it's free
throws, but he's better than most big guys. The first shot off the back iron, no good. Just put a little too much power in that one, as you can kind of see it in his face. Is now checking into the game. He didn't hear the buzzer, but it was actually former Lincoln Charter guy. Let's see here. That is Nick Moyer checking into the game. Pretty good big guy off the bench. As the shot is up, and that second one goes in as East gets the lead back to a dozen. Lance Bailey gives it up to Nick McKinney. Now over to Jack Carter high. He's being double teamed, and they'll get a cross-court pass. It's deflected by Cindy Dollar. Oh boy, here we go. A dunk, a 12 dunk, a 360. Cindy Dollar stealing the show here tonight. Now Nick McKinney going across half court. Almost had a fast break, gives it to Lance Bailey, who'll go inside, and he'll get the layup up and in and a foul. And KB McClendon get the lead to 12. But as we said, McClendon struggles with his foul shots. Bailey also struggles with his foul shots, which is pretty rare for a point guard. So he's going to the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line.
I tell you, that was pretty impressive by Cindy Dollar. Get a breakaway dunk like that and do a 360 dunk.
I tell you, that guy is uber athletic.
I'm telling you. He's definitely the best player I've seen so far this year.
John Bean has it on the left wing, being guarded by Bailey. Now swing it over all the way to Colson Leach. 3 from the wing, good. That'll get the lead up to 14, the largest lead East Lincoln's Ivor team has had in this game so far. McKinney has it. They're picking him up almost at half court. Bailey now has it. He's trying to go inside. Drops his dribble, kicks it out to Jack Carter, almost loses control of the ball. And now back to Lance Bailey. Bailey now going to drive in. Stops his dribble, trying to find someone. Now give it up to Jack Carter. He'll take a jumper from the right elbow, and he gets it up and in. That's now 14 points for Carter.
Yeah, he's had a great night.
Now Colson Leach going to quickly drive in. He'll put up a shot. No good. McClendon gets the put back up and in. Good. Just too much size to handle for North Lincoln. Kind of helps, too, when you have the arm length that McClendon and Dollar have.
Yeah, he's got the wingspan, that's for sure.
Sidney Dollar has it now. Foul's going to be called on Ben Zirkle. And we're going to see
his first foul tonight.
And Mott and Horn checking into the game for the Mustangs. East has pulled away to start this second half. They're leading 51-37 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Inbounds pass goes to Jack Carter. He's trying to get across half court, being guarded by John Bean. who he actually used to be teammates with at North Lincoln Middle School. Inside to Nick Moyer as he's trying to get a post move on Mott. He gets it up and in. A nice little post move there by the junior. Colson Leach has the ball, trying to go inside, lose control. Now Moyer has it. Carter going to fast break. He's got the advantage, but McClendon coming up. No foul called error, and the shot is no good. East Lincoln has the ball quickly. It's now Mott going inside, puts up a J, and it's up and good. Luke Johnson has it. It's now back up to 14. North Lincoln trying to find something, and North Lincoln will call a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Pretty good.
Back here at East Lincoln High School, North Lincoln called a quick 30-second timeout. They've kind of been shocked with the start of the second half. They're down 53-39 as the lead was at 8 at halftime. As Jack Carter will inbounds the pass on their own side of the court. Carter been tremendous tonight for North Lincoln. So he tried to inbound it to Moore, now trying to find someone to, but Luke Johnson, he's now going to heave it up at a 5-second call.
It's a 5-second call. You got to get the ball in. It's 53-39. East Lincoln has expanded the lead from halftime with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left. This is kind of what I was afraid of, Evan.
Yeah, this is what kind of happened in the first game, but it got back within 10. McClendon has the ball inside, and he'll take a jumper over Luke Johnson, and it rolls in.
That's a good-looking shot by the senior there, K.B. McClendon.
Lance Bailey has the ball, going on half court. This has been the problem with North Lincoln games sometimes. They'll play close to first half, but then the lead will be too much for them in the second half. Carter has the ball, and a kick ball by Jake Mott.
K.B. McClendon's got 15 points now, so he's starting to heat up for the East Lincoln Mustang, the senior is.
Lance Bailey has the ball. North Lincoln down by 16. He gives it over to Luke Johnson, left open for a corner 3. Up and in, good. They need Luke Johnson to start heating up a little bit there. That gets the lead to the 13. And Sidney Dollars at the scorer's table waiting on the next dead ball to come back in. As DeMatty has the ball, gets it inside to Mott. Mott being double teamed, gives it over to Zirkle, now swings it over to Alden Horn. Now foul's going to be called on Jack Carter, and that'll get Sidney Dollar back in. I think something worth of note, since the new year started in 2018, the closest game East Lincoln's been in has been a 9-point victory against Maiden. Every other game they've won by double-digit points, and handily stolen by Luke Johnson on the inbounds pass. They're trying to get it to McClendon.
That's a bad pass on Ben Zirkle there.
Now McKinney going to drive 2 defenders, gets a layup up and in, no good. Rebound squirted over to DeMatty as he almost at the 3-point line. It rolled over to him. Zirkle has it, cross-court pass over to Horn on the left wing. Now inside to Sidney Dollar, and a foul call. I think that's going to be on Nick Moyer. Moyer came over from Lincoln Charter this past year to play varsity basketball for North Lincoln. Zirkle has the ball. He'll lob it up to K.B. McClendon. He'll stop, drip, get a little penetration inside, and then get the roll in. And that's really been, North Lincoln cannot stop that whatsoever.
Just too much height there.
Yeah, too much.
And too much jumping ability, too. They're so explosive off the floor, the East Lincoln Mustangs are.
Lance Bailey has the ball. He'll drive it up, float it up, and get the backboard in.
Good play.
As he's really good at driving, he's going to have to be careful, though, for his 3 fouls to lead back to 13. But North Lincoln are going to have to find a way to get some stops here to get back in this game.
Got a 44-57. East Lincoln Mustangs on top with 2 minutes left.
And DeMatty will take a 3 from the left wing and fouled by Lance Bailey. That's his 4th.
Got to be 3.
That's 4th foul, and
yes,
now 3 shots. So I don't know.
Lance Bailey's got 4 fouls. He's got all the fouls for the North Lincoln Knights tonight.
No, that's not true.
Well, that's the 4th one.
So now DeMatty is at the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. First shot, up and in, nothing but net. Waiting at the scorer's table now with Lance and 4 fouls is Keelan Viega. I believe Reed McCory is about ready to check back in. They might also bring Matt Regan in the near future. Second shot up and in. Now, actually, that's Will Thornhill checking back in for North Lincoln with Keelan Viega. I believe that Colson Leach's going to get Michael DiMattia if he makes this shot here. If he makes this shot, that'll get the lead up to 16. And he will. So now Colson Leach checks back in for Michael DiMattia, who gets three throws at the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. East Lincoln still kind of going in the full court press. Viega gets the inbounds pass from Luke Johnson. Viega mostly used for defense as he's being double teamed. And now a push off on Viega as he's trying to get separation. Another turnover as he did not know what to do there. That's been really the story of the second half here. As North has a quick inbounds pass to John Bean, and he'll get a corner three. John Bean is heated up in this second half so far. And the lead is up to 19. Jack Carter has it now over to Nick McKinney.
That's his second three-pointer of the night.
Jack Carter has it, a low pass to hit the ground. Stops his dribble now over to Luke Johnson. Bounce pass inside to Will Thornhill. Take a baseline jumper. That block. It gets over to Viega, who'll get the layup up and in under the basket. It's now 63-46, but North is going to have to get some stops soon. They can't keep playing like this if they want to win. John Bean has it. He goes inside the baseline. He'll take a baseline jumper, and it rolls in. As quiet as he was in this first half, he's been red hot in the second half so far. Luke Johnson has it. Bounce pass over to Carter on the left wing. Gets it inside to Will Thornhill. Drive down the baseline. Put up a layup, up and in, good. But they can't be trading baskets. Circle has the ball. 68-45. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Over to Colson Leach. He'll pump fake. Now give it over to Ben Zirkle. Zirkle thinks about getting over to Bean. Now finally gets over to Bean on the corner. His shot no good. Rebound.
That's a foul on number 4.
That's a foul on McKinney. So even when the miss happens, North commits a foul. As Christian Parks is going to check back into the game here. I think that'll probably give either one of the two big men that it'll give KB McClendon a breather. And that's a big thing for Christian Parks coming back to this team. He has a lot of size too. I mean, he's not Cabian tall, but he's about the height of Sidney Dollar.
He's a little bit more explosive off the floor than what Cabian is.
And a miss and a foul on the floor. Let's see it's going to be a North Lincoln foul, and it's another foul on Nick McKinney who doesn't understand it.
That's his second one. And 2 quick fouls on the young man too.
Well, they're thinking it was a 1-and-1, but it's not.
So Christian Parks will be
actually now that was their 7th foul. So now East Lincoln gets into the bonus.
So Christian Parks, East Lincoln senior, is on the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2 here.
A 1-and-1.
1-and-1. Okay.
Now they'll shoot.
Now, okay.
First shot goes in.
Parks.
And second shot goes in. No, it actually goes off, but the rebound is going to be Colson Leach, but Will Thornhill fouls him. A frustration foul. Just trying to go for the rebound as just nothing's been going North Lincoln's way in this third quarter. Will Thornhill storming back to the bench. Doesn't understand why the foul call happens. As Booker just kind of nods in frustration.
Colson Leach at the line.
And first shot goes in for Colson Leach. Leach is taking on the role as one of the leading scorers. He's not scoring as much as he did last year, but of course that happens when you get a big guy like Kavian McClendon inside, but still one of the most reliable guys as the second shot goes in and out. Luke Johnson gets the rebound. Give it up to Nick McKinney. 36 seconds remaining. McKinney being double teamed out the gate. Gives it up to Nick Moyer inside on the corner. He stops his dribble. Now kicks out to Viega. And now he pushes off. And just so much frustration happened here. So you can just see it on North Lincoln's faces.
Got 28 seconds in the third period. 48-67. East Lincoln starting to pull away here tonight at East Lincoln High School. That's about 3 quick fouls within what, 20 seconds?
Yeah.
Got 23 seconds left.
Ben Zirkle has the ball, gives it up to Colson Leach. Now back over to Zirkle on the left wing. Circle trying to get it inside. Now back to Colson Leach. And now foul's going to be called on Viega. That's his third foul. Looks like got it, grabbed the hand of, hold of the hand. And East Lincoln already into double bonus here. They'll send Colson Leach to the free throw line.
That's 2 for him in the last, 10 seconds?
About, yeah, just about. As this game has quickly gotten out of hand. It's now a 20-point lead after the shot made by Colson Leach.
Colson Leach, the senior from East Lincoln High School, the outstanding senior here tonight.
Makes both his free throws. Carter gets the inbounds pass. Now he's being double teamed. And now a steal. Christian Parks has it. And the shot no good. That'll end the third quarter. East Lincoln leading 69-48 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard.
Celebrating 50 years. It's the Glen Oaks Golf Club. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over those years, and oh yeah, how many double bogeys too. Whether it's a birdie, par, or bogey, you'll love the Glen Oaks Golf Club. It's open to everyone. Visit the beautiful pro shop with driving range, snack bar, banquet facility, bar, picnic, shelter, and swimming pool. Great for group outings. Reserve your tee time by calling 828-428-2451 or visit the website at glenoaksgolf.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243.
And about ready to start the fourth quarter here as East Lincoln has jumped out to a humongous lead, 71-48 over North Lincoln, as it was only an 8-point lead at halftime.
Yeah, East Lincoln's turned up the intensity on defense, and just like they're doing right now. And North Lincoln's made some mistakes, but...
And Luke Johnson able to break the press. That gets it inside the paint. It gets him 250, but quickly gets it over to Sidney Dollar, almost too high. John Bean gets a three from the left wing. No good. And Matt Regan, the sophomore, gets the rebound. Kick it over to Jack Carter. Carter will take a corner three. It's up and in. And just like that, 5 quick points for North Lincoln, but they still got a long ways to go if they want to get back in this one. And now a charge is going to be called on Sidney Dollar. Matt Regan, the sophomore, was in position for it.
That's his third foul tonight on this junior.
Now full court press. Matt Regan has the ball, goes across half court, gets it inside to Luke Johnson, who put up a contested shot. It's no good. Rebound by Nick Moyer. He loses control of it. Now put the shot up. No good. Blocked by McClendon. Now cross court pass, bounce pass over to, oh my gosh, Shonko with the behind the back pass. The Colson leads for the layup. Ooh, how do you do? And now Luke Johnson goes in, loses control of the ball, and that's going to be East Lincoln ball.
That was John Bean on the big layup there. Colson made the pass. Great pass.
Sidney Dollar has it. Now goes to Ben Zirkle after going to Colson Leach. And Sidney Dollar is going to go inside for the layup and get it in. Contested by Nick Moyer. East now leading 75-53.
We're seeing some really good basketball tonight by the East Lincoln Mustangs.
And now if ball's loose, stolen by Sidney Dollar. He's trying to go full court. And a behind the back pass, so errant pass, and Colson Leach picks it back up now. Goes to KB McClendon at the top of the paint. And he gets a shot up and in. No, not up, but a foul coming up on Nick Moyer, where he'll shoot two.
Yeah, some really good basketball tonight by John Hancock, the head basketball coach at East Lincoln Mustangs. He's got the Mustangs looking really good. He's getting them ready for the playoffs. We've got the tournament coming up here real short soon. So East Lincoln should be the favorite.
It's going to be between them and Lincoln most likely.
I would think so.
And, we can say
Maiden,
how much.
don't keep Maiden down.
Yeah, don't count out Maiden or even Lake Norman Charter.
Yes.
So, it's going to be a dogfight for that championship. And that really has a lot to do with playoff seeding as McClendon missed his first shot. The second one off the back iron, no good. Lance Bailey gets the rebound. They're quickly going to go up court. Bailey going to drive, and no layup, and rebounded by McClendon. McClendon now getting up court to Sidney. Now over to Colson Leach, who'll get the layup up and in. Now over to 77. Now over to Nick McKinney, almost loses his dribble, but he'll give it up to Luke Johnson in the process. Now back to McKinney, almost stolen by Leach. A little too aggressive there, but gets it inside to Moyer, who tries to get over McClendon, but just outmanned there. As Bean gets the ball, Sidney Dollar going to now dunk it again. He tried to get a windmill, but it was rejected by the rim. And now North Lincoln quickly going back. Lance Bailey for three, no good. Rebounded by KB McClendon. And McClendon now gives it over to John Bean. And now a charge on John Bean. Luke Johnson got set up. And Reed McCrory will check back in.
That's Bean's first foul of the night. I tell you, man, is Sidney Dollar not exciting or what?
If he would have had that windmill, the whole East Lincoln side of the gym would have probably blown the roof off this place. As Zirkle checks out and Alden Horn checks back in. So I think we'll slowly be seeing some of the starters coming out of the game. Luke Johnson has the ball. He slips, lose control. Reed McCrory has it. Matt Regan will take a corner three. Too much on it. And Sidney gets a rebound. Air mails it to KB McClendon, who loses control. Got close to stepping out of bounds there, but give it up to John Bean, who now driving.
Lost the basketball there.
He lost the basketball, I think. Yeah, he ran into his teammate Alden Horn, who I don't think he saw he was there. So now McKinney gets the inbounds pass from Bailey. Now back to Bailey. It's 5:42 remaining in the game as East leading handily, 77-53. McKinney gets an errant pass, and he'll get it back up. He'll kick it out to Reed McCrory, who's not really a shooter. He'll cross-court pass over to Luke Johnson. He'll take a corner three. No good. Rebound, Lance Bailey. Shot blocked, but a foul coming up on John Bean.
That's his second foul.
Of course, that's not really foul trouble at this point. And we'll have Jack Carter check back in. Christian Parks, and I'm trying to see the other one. I believe that might be either DeMattia or Mott. First one rolls in for Bailey. And Matt Regan will come out again for Jack Carter. Yes, DeMattia and Christian Parks will come in for John Bean and Kabian McClendon. I think that might be the last we see of McClendon and Bean tonight with the way this game's gone in the second half. We'll probably see Sidney come out soon as well. Second shot up and good by Lance Bailey on the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. Colson Leach has the ball. Running the point now that Zirkle's out of the game. And he gets a crossover on McKinney. Now gives it up to Christian Parks on the baseline, who gets it the pass deflected. McKinney now has it. He's going to drive up, and he'll get the layup up and in. That'll get the lead back to 20. So North is going to try to make this game look closer than it was in the second half here. With 5 minutes remaining, East leading heavily by 20. Sidney Dollar has it at the elbow. He'll go inside on Reed McCrory, get the layup, no good. But Reed McCrory loses the ball. Christian Parks gets it. Now gives it up to Colson Leach. Three from the top of the corner is good. 80-57 now to lead. As Luke Johnson has the ball. He'll give it up to Jack Carter. Now over to Lance Bailey. And now, then to McKinney, now to Bailey. Spin move on to Mattia, who'll get a floater up and in and good. As we're under 4.5 minutes remaining left in this game. Colson Leach driving up, and the pass deflected, and Jack Carter gets it. He loses control of the ball. Now a fight for scrum from the ball between DeMattia, and now some push and shoving on DeMattia. Some extracurricular activity as the officials trying to get into this one now. Let's see. Jump ball is going to be East Lincoln ball. Colson Leach will get the inbounds pass from the other side of the court. So slowly wait to get across half court. Little over 4 minutes left. East Lincoln in control, 80-59. DeMattia has the ball now over to Horn, now inside to Mott. He'll get his shot up and in, and that's now 8 points off the bench for Mott. And Luke Johnson has the ball, give it up to Lance Bailey, who's quickly going across. Euro step up and in on the floater. As now Colson Leach has the ball, trying to go inside, and now foul call is going to be called on McKinney, who's reaching in.
I tell you, Jake Mott's got a nice little shot inside. A little left in and floater inside.
Yeah, that was really actually the first time he actually got inside. Had some contest on that shot. So
good little shot.
Yeah, good little shot. He can also shoot from behind the arc. I think I have.
He can.
Yeah, let's see. I have his official stats here, and his 3-point shooting stats for Mott from behind the arc this year. He's 9 of 16.
I tell you, he's played really well whenever Sidney Dollar got in foul trouble. He came in and really kept East Lincoln on top.
You know, Tim, I think these last 2 years, East Lincoln has, without the Surratts here, they've really gotten great at having some nice depth coming off the bench, and that's something they didn't have. And that ultimately cost them that state championship 2 years ago when both the Surratts got fouled out and Duggins as well. They had no depth in that game.
Right.
And that could play a huge factor in the playoffs as now McKinney has the ball, being double-teamed. He'll go on the baseline, bounce pass, but it's stolen by Christian Parks. I mean, and if a guy like Christian Parks is a key to this bench as well. Colson Leach has it now. A push-off is going to be called on Colson Leach.
That's going to be his first foul tonight.
As I think he kind of realized what he did. He just thought he might get away with it, I guess, but he realized what he did was wrong.
Got 3 minutes and 33 seconds left.
Well, and with that foul call, that'll be it for Colson Leach most likely. As Blake Shoup checking into the game now for East Lincoln for the first time tonight. Lance Bailey has the ball, 3.5 minutes remaining. He's trying to go in on Shoup, but he has 4 fouls. Gives it up to McKinney, who now drive to the lane. And now contested shot, foul coming up on, I believe, Alden Horn.
That'd be number 12, Alden Horn. You're correct, and that's his 3rd foul tonight.
Yeah, he's been quiet on the fouls since those 2 early fouls in the first quarter, which is what you want to see. And that'll be 2 free throws for Nick McKinney coming up. First one bounces off the right side of the rim, no good. Sees at the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the Weston Sales Stadium postgame show where we'll be talking to the Campers Inn player of the game. And we'll have the Subway sub of the game and break down some of the action from tonight's game between East Lincoln and North Lincoln, as it's basically a tale of 2 halves. Alden Horn has it and gives it up to DeMattia. Pretty much every starter, I believe every starter is now out of the game for East Lincoln. Reed McCrory has it, gives it up to Luke Johnson off the miss. And Lance Bailey got tripped up there trying to go to the other side of the court. That'll send him back to the free throw line, the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line, as Matt Regan's about to check back in.
Want to thank all our sponsors tonight. Ronaldo, of course, their home sponsor of the WLON 1050 basketball game of the week. Also Eddie's Auto Parts free throws, and of course First Federal, the scoreboard. Carolina Trust Bank, and of course Abernathy's, Chrysler Jeep and Dodge, and LincolnCounty.com.
And second shot no good by Lance Bailey. He makes 1 of 2. As now Shoup has the ball, being double teamed, gives up the Horn. Cross court pass to DeMattia, and almost stolen, but Mott will take a 3, a little bit to the right, and Jack Carter will get the rebound. Carter now has the ball being double teamed. They'll lob it up over to Lance Bailey. Bailey has it. He'll drive into the lane, put up a floater. That's actually going to be a charge. And that'll be it for Lance Bailey.
Yes, that's his 5th foul tonight for the senior.
That'll be it for
He
Bailey.
fouls out with 18 points.
Yeah, had a tremendous game tonight. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. Played his heart out, but he's fouled out with 2:38 remaining in the game. Alden Horn has it. He'll give it up to Shoup. Bounce pass over to the Matty on the right wing. Get it inside to Christian Parks. And Christian Parks with the great layup inside. Can't say enough how great it is to see him back in action in his senior year. As Keelan Viega, who checked in for Lance Bailey, has the ball. He gets a cross-court pass, pump fakes a pass outside. No good. Regan fights for the rebound, but it's picked up by Jake Mott, who gives it up to Alden Horn. Now crossover to Shoup, who gets a crossover on 2 nights. And he'll kick it out to Alden Horn to slow things down. 2 minutes remaining in the game. East Lincoln leading 86-63. DeMattia will take a corner 3, no good. And rebound will be taken on the run by Nick McKinney. McKinney going across half court will get a quick layup in, no good. The foul's coming up on DeMattia. He'll shoot 2 at the line.
That's his 1st foul tonight.
Yeah, DeMattia has been a pretty solid player off the bench for East Lincoln these last 2 years. So the first shot goes up and in by Nick McKinney. As fans for East Lincoln starting to file out, but it
was a great ball game in the first half. East Lincoln just kind of pulled away in the second in the second half. Just mistakes, fouls, turnovers, and stuff like that. When you play a team like East Lincoln, you can't have mistakes.
Yeah, you can't have mistakes like that. As Alden Horn has the ball, 1:59 remaining. Now over, I believe, to Shoup. Now over to Horn on the right wing. And Horn trying to drive it in, lobs it over to Shoup. Down the right wing. And now Matty open for left corner three. A little too much on that one, but Parks gets the rebound. And he'll get a shot up, no good. Rebound by Matt Regan. Regan, the younger brother of assistant coach, and errant pass stolen by Alden Horn. As I was saying, Matt Regan, the youngest Regan brother, as Shoup puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound, last touch by East Lincoln.
Parks went out on Parks.
And now Jake Quilla comes into the game, spell Luke Johnson. As saying, Matt Regan is the younger brother of assistant coach and JV head coach Paul Regan, who was a football player at North Lincoln and heck of a swimmer as well. Both the Regans were great swimmers. And they also played football at Lenore Ryan.
Got a minute and 4 seconds left. 86-66. It's the 20-point lead for the East Lincoln Mustangs here tonight at East Lincoln High School.
And we're having a situation here with, I don't know what's happening. Maybe one of the students is saying something here from East Lincoln, because the inbounds pass was for North Lincoln right in front of the East Lincoln student section, as I think someone said something. Don't know what it was, but now
kids get excited.
Yeah, kids will get a little excited. McKinney will take a jumper off the rim, no good. Under a minute left to go in this one, as East Lincoln's all but wrapped this one up. Their lead 86-66. And now a foul's going to be called. That'll send Alden Horn to the line. I guess something was said, but I do remember in the first game when it was at North Lincoln, they did say that they wanted to put a ban on the shirts that East Lincoln has been selling where it says North Blue, a 31-7 lead dating back to the football game. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not.
Well, like I said, kids get excited.
Yeah, this usually happens.
They love their school.
Yeah, they get a little too excited, unfortunately. This has been a...
You love North Lincoln. Well, I love Lincoln.
Well, it's just, certain stuff happens in these games sometimes.
It does.
I've seen people get thrown out on both sides. I don't know how many times at these games. Alden Horn misses both free throws at the end of the free throw line. As Ryan Dolan,
45 seconds.
He'll just jack up a three. Almost had the bank call it. Well, I mean, this is the first time Ryan Dolan...
He's getting in the score sheet.
Well, I mean, Ryan Dolan hasn't played that much this year. And now inbounds pass to Christian Parks. He'll lay up. No,
too hard. Too hard
on the layup. And Matt Regan has it. We'll give it up to Jack Carter. Carter puts up a three, hits up and in. North Lincoln definitely has a bright future with Jack Carter, only a freshman, and has played possibly his best game all year tonight.
Yeah, he can shoot.
Alden Horn has it, and he'll most likely dribble it out, and that'll do it. As East Lincoln will improve to 16-4, and North will fall to 8-10. As that'll make it harder for them trying to make their playoff push. And that'll end it tonight. East Lincoln with this 86-69 win. They win over North Lincoln. We'll be right back for the Western Sales Stadium postgame show.
Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and the luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by our Lincoln and Sales Center to tour our model home. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New models now on display. Silver Point Homes, East Main Street, Lincoln. The RVer's most trusted resource for 50 years. That's Campers Inn, family owned and operated since 1966. And this area's dealer is Campers Inn in Kings Mountain, Highway 161 South at I-85. Campers Inn is the nation's largest family operated RV dealership with 16 locations on the East Coast. From motorhomes to travel trailers and more, from the industry's leading manufacturers, plus award-winning RV sales and service. See hundreds of RVs at the best prices at Campers Inn, Highway 161 South at 95 in Kings Mountain. Tell them Calvin sent you in to the Campers Inn. (2018) That's the year for your new Polaris from Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Check out the 2018 Polaris Slingshot, track ready and street legal, and priced at $28,999. And introducing the all-new Polaris Ranger XP 1000. It's more rugged, more refined, it's more Ranger. Trade in and trade up at Full Throttle Power Sports. Exit 22 off I-85 at 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Most of us understand that without daily attention to our teeth and regular visits to the dentist, painful dental conditions and tooth loss would result. Your dog and cat need dental care too. Most dogs and cats need a dental cleaning at least once, if not twice yearly. Know that November is dental month at Lincoln Animal Hospital. Now, if you had your teeth cleaned at the dentist and then didn't brush your teeth at home, what kind of shape do you think your teeth and breath would be in? Yuck. See Lincoln Animal Hospital today or call 704-732-0728.
The Start Something New sales event is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Now's the time to start the new year with a new Ram truck. Get 0% APR financing for 72 months for up to $12,734 in total value on select new 2017 Ram 1500 models. Come on in for all the details and then start something new during the Start Something New sales event underway now at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln. Eddie's Auto Parts on East Main Street in Lincoln is now your source for custom wheels and tires. From street to off-road, get your custom wheels and tires now at Eddie's Auto Parts. From mud to racing to street tires with names like Toyo, Mickey Thompson, and Dick Peck. Get your custom wheels and tires today at Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer.
When you want some help from a fellow car lover, it's all in one place, as you'll discover. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
And now back here at East Lincoln High School, we're a final here on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. East Lincoln with the big 86-69 victory over North Lincoln. As now being joined, we have a co-Campers Inn player of the game, being joined by Kabian McClendon. Congratulations, Kabian, on the big win tonight.
Thank you.
Now, I mean, you guys, it was a tight game in the first half, but you got out into a late run in the first half. And, what did Coach Hancock tell you guys in that second half? Because you guys were playing tremendous defense in that second half.
We had to pick up on defense. We had to go out on the shooters and contest the shot. We just had to play hard.
And you've been dominating the paint a whole year, but tonight it just seemed like you were a man amongst boys here for this game tonight. What prided you to try to get all these rebounds for this East Lincoln team?
I just wanted to win this game because it was a big game. It was a crowded gym. I just wanted to get rebounds for my team and just play hard.
And now since this New Year's started, you guys have been playing tremendous basketball, only one game within single digits. I mean, what has been really the thing that started to click for you guys as the season's gone along?
We just want to win the conference championship and keep winning and winning.
And, I mean, quite a big week for you guys this week. You got wins over two county rivals that get you back in sole possession of the conference heading into the last 2 weeks of conference play before we head into the conference tournament. How big is that for you guys to get this momentum in the back half of the season?
Can you say it again?
I mean, how has this momentum just been swinging? How big is this for you guys in the last few weeks just to get the conference lead back as the season's winding down?
We was starting to lose games. We was at the bottom and we climbed our way up the top. So we had to keep playing to get on top.
All right, we want to thank you very much, Kabian.
Yes,
congratulations on the big win tonight.
Thank you.
And wish nothing but the best for you in the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, as Kabian McClendon, our co-Campers Inn player of the game. Now being joined by Colson Leach, our other Campers Inn player of the game. As Colson, I mean, you guys were in a tough one there in that first half, but you went out in that second half and just blitzed them in the first few minutes, and it's no looking back after that. What did Coach Hancock tell you guys in that halftime speech?
Well, in the halftime, he kind of told us that we had to settle in a little bit and just be ourselves, play our game, stick to the game plan, and just keep up the intensity. Our intensity was there the first half. We just couldn't get out on the shooters and stuff. So that was the main focus during halftime, is just get out, close out on the shooters, and play our game. And we ended up getting a little bit of separation there in the second half. But it wasn't pretty. But we'll take it. We'll always take it against a rival team like that. So.
I mean, this has been a great week for you guys. You get 2 wins over 2 big rivals. I mean, not only did you shut out North Lincoln in the second half, you completely shut out Lincolnton earlier this week here at East Lincoln. I mean, how big was that to get 2 big wins against rivals?
Well, the Lincoln game, that was just huge. We were so excited, and we prepared so hard for that game. And that one, it was just something that, like, you know, you picture it in your mind, and then when it plays out like that, it feels good for everybody. And then this one, we knew that this one was going to be tough. They always play us good. Got to give them credit. They always do, and I was just happy that we could come out with another win tonight.
So I mean, I got to ask you a question, too, because this question, Sidney Dollar has kind of putting the gauntlet on you guys now with all these dunks he's been trying to do there in games. I mean, are you going to try to pull out a dunk before the season ends?
Yeah, you know, I got some ankle tape on my left ankle, so I ain't trying to embarrass myself or nothing like that. But Sidney, man, he can get up, that's for sure. We got a few sets here, and that we can get the ball up towards the rim, and he can go make a play on it. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to have an athlete like that.
All right, Colson, thank you very much for joining us here, and we'll see you guys next week. Good luck to you guys for the rest of this season as well.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Colson Leach, our co-player of the game of Campers Inn, sponsored by Campers Inn, as he wins it along with KB McClendon. We'll give you the stat sheet now, the whatsupshopper.com stat sheet, as Colson Leach had 23 points, and KB McClendon had 17 points and a lot of boards as well, so that's what we got to mention here. Sidney Dollar, tremendous game from him, and had basically this whole gym in the palm of his hands with some of the dunks. He missed a windmill dunk and a tremendous putback dunk. Also had a 360 dunk. I mean, folks, he's still got another year, but time's running out this year to catch Sidney Dollar in action. He is quite the athlete. I mean, some are even saying, like Tim, that he's more athletic than Cameron, which is kind of hard to believe. But he ended the game with 8 points in total. Also, John Bean, after a quiet first half of only 3 points, ended the game with 13 points, had 2 threes early in the third quarter. Also on the stat sheet coming up for East Lincoln, Ben Zirkle with 2 points, 6 points for Christian Parks. And as he's starting to get his feet under him, coming back from injury, Michael DiMatteo with 3 points, 20, and let's see, as well, and I'm trying to see, Jake Mott had 10 points off the bench tonight for the game. Looking over on the North Lincoln stat sheet, Jack Carter with one of his best performances scoring-wise, 20 points tonight. Gotten 18 from Lance Bailey, 9 from Luke Johnson, and 8 from Nick McKinney. And that'll do it for our postgame show. Also, actually, our Subway sub of the game will be Jake Mott, 10 points off the bench tonight. Got to give credit to him. A big win tonight for East Lincoln. Once again, the final here, 86-69, East Lincoln out on top with the big win to help keep themselves on top of the South Fork 2A Conference. And that'll do it for our broadcast here tonight at WLON 1050 AM and on KTC Broadcasting here. Next week we'll be back here at Denver as East Lincoln takes on Maiden, another big conference game as we're going down the stretch here this season. We'll see if East Lincoln can possibly hold on to the conference lead heading into the conference tournament, or could Maiden play spoiler? Find out next week. We'll start our coverage hopefully sooner at 7 o'clock, and we'll have coverage of the game. I'm Evan Ludwig saying so long and have a great night. And be sure to tune in to us tomorrow morning from 8 to 10 a.m. for Campers Inn Sports Talk. Good night, everybody.
Celebrating 50 years. It's the Glen Oaks Golf Club. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over the years, and oh yeah, how many double bogeys too. Whether it's a birdie, par, or bogey, you'll love the Glen Oaks Golf Club. It's open to everyone. Visit the beautiful pro shop with drive-in range, snack bar, banquet facility, bar, picnic, shelter, and swimming pool. Great for group outings. Reserve your tee time by calling 828-428-2451 or visit the website at glenoaksgolf.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243. It's time to get ready for Christmas at Al Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. Come in now and see the new Can-Am DS70, the Can-Am DS90, and the new Can-Am DSX90, all ready to ride. Also, check out the new Kimco 270. And Al Lane Motorsports is golf carts, totally street legal and ready to roll with a 2-year warranty, starting at $56.99. Fun for the entire family starts at Al Lane Motorsports, Highway 27, east of Lincoln.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vail. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city.
Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and the luxury